In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tubes Taylor here from Queenborough Oval in the big clash in the Old Scholars Football Association of Hutchins versus the University Football Club. Two great sides in the league playing up for their finals chances at this round. I'm joined by Dan Taylor, my brother in commentary. Welcome, Dan.
It's good to be here, Tubes. A wonderful day for footy. A max of 11 here. A bit of dandruff on the old Mount Wellington. So it's pretty cold and nippy outside, but looking forward to this clash between Hutchins and Uni.
Of course, upstairs on the camera, Martin Duffy. Welcome, Duff.
Yeah, great to be here, Tubes. Just feeling really great, mate. Just cruised in, got here about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
presented with a coffee, and really looking forward to the game, and just pan our way up to the Mount Wellington. Look at it.
Look at that.
All its glory, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, look at it. Beautiful stuff. Very cold up there as universities start to come out from the club rooms. They're ready to go. They are playing for their lives in 2017, as the Hutchins Footy Club are as well. Whoever wins this game pretty much guaranteed to play finals. Next week's game against Richmond for University will be a big one if they can get over the line today. Led out by their captain, of course, Tom Arnold, the little man with the afro. He's one to watch today. Josh Fogarty as well, the number one on the outside there. He's one to watch too. So a very proud football club, the Rainbows, Dan, and they're fired up and ready to go.
That's right. I played a few reserves games for the Rainbows, and they're going to want to win this one. Hutchins are big rivals for the Uni Rainbows. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Matthew Wright goes as well for Hutchins, but I can't pick between them two. These guys are just going to battle mono, one-on-one. It's going to be a great clash.
Very evenly matched, and we managed to catch up with the coaches of the footy clubs earlier today, Mitch Williamson and Ben Beams. Here's their interview. And we're lucky enough to be joined by Mitch Williamson here from the Hutchins Footy Club, mate. A big day today.
Yeah, thanks, Tubes. Yeah, it is a big day for the footy club. Big day for University as well. A lot riding on the line for the two clubs, and yeah, we're hoping to come out on the winning side.
Yeah, the battle of the 7005, you said before, mate. There's a big rivalry between these two clubs.
Yeah, the pride of 7005, a few of the boys, Murray Sayers likes to call it. So, yeah, there is a bit on the line. Obviously, that we're pushing for that fourth spot, and today, well, basically, we can sew it up.
Yep.
But if it goes the other way, then we have to rely on what happens with the Uni next week. So we're looking to sew it up today.
Yeah, you've obviously got Uni today, and then some Virgils next week, perhaps. You know, in their own words, a bit of an easy beat this year because of their club and a percentage booster for you guys, perhaps. But today, you can sew up fourth spot into the finals.
Yeah, look, yeah, obviously that's next week, and it's been a tough year for St Virgils, but you know, we've got the opportunity today. Our fate's in our own hands, which we like as a footy club. So yeah, we've got the chance today to sew it up, but it's going to be no easy task. We've had some really good battles with Uni throughout the year, and you know, it'd be nice to come out on top again. Excellent, mate. Well, thanks very much for joining us. Anyone we should be watching out for today from the Hutchins Footy Club? From the Hutchins Footy Club, well, Tom Allwright's back in the side. He's been unavailable for a couple of weeks due to work, so we really look forward to welcoming him back into our midfield, which is going to really give us a boost in there. So we're looking forward to seeing how he goes today and getting us on top in there in the engine room. All the best today, Mitch. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks, Jude. Pleasure. All right, thanks for joining us, Beamer. Big day for you today at the Uni Footy Club.
Yeah, massive day for us. Games against the Beans are always big games, and yeah, on their own deck. We beat them here earlier in the year, and we probably play their ground better than we do ours. Righto. Your destiny's in your own hands at the Uni Footy Club. You've got to win the next two games to play finals. Yeah, that's the position we've got ourselves in. We were unlucky last week. lost by 3 points to Dosa, which would have been handy, but yeah, our form was there. We've pushed the top of the ladder side last week, so we go full of confidence into this game.
And how are the boys feeling? Any injuries coming in?
We've lost Grant King. We will hopefully he'll get up. He hasn't played for a couple of weeks with a corky on his knee, but he'll be right for Richmond next week. And yeah, other than that, we've got Brad Green flying in right on game time, so hopefully the flight's on time, just to give us qualifies him for finals if we get there, but he'll be more than handy in the last 3 quarters today.
Absolutely, mate. Well, all the best. I know that the boys are fired up and ready to go, but so are the other mob too, so all the best today, Beamer, and best luck if you get into the finals.
Thanks, Tubes.
Well, there we go. Ben Beams, the super coach, finishing up there with Tubes Taylor, myself, Dan.
That's right.
It's always
nice
good to get
Tubes.
some access to the coaches out there, as the Uni boys have won the toss and will kick to the right of screen. A big game today, as we keep mentioning. And hello to all those people out there watching us all across the globe, streaming across the world, thanks to Jackson Motor Company and Bennett's Petroleum. There they are, just getting their final words from their captain and coach.
And the Uni Rainbows going down by 3 points last week, Tubes. They'd want to be back on the front foot straight off the bat as soon as that ball's balled up, you reckon?
Yeah, as soon as it won't get bounced today because it's a bit gluggy out there in the middle. We had Jack Duffy running the boundary there today, Martin. He has mentioned to me that it was very slippery.
Oh, I imagine it'd be very slippery out there, but compared to how it would have been yesterday, Tubes, this time yesterday it was very, very wet in Hobart, so it's quite dry in comparison.
Yeah, yep. So the boys are getting out into their positions. There is Bill Trethui over there, the runner, who's been involved with the Uni Footy Club for a long, long time, played over 400 games as well.
All reserves games, apparently.
and thirds and fourths. We played a lot of games with the thirds and fourths.
Who's the other bloke over there in the background?
Yeah, that's Troy Stewart of Jackson Motor Company fame.
Another retired player.
Yeah, he was a jet too.
Yeah, sure, Tubes.
He was.
Was he?
He was an absolute superstar. I used to love watching him up there at full forward.
Bit of a mud bath for the midfielders here as we go to the opening bounce.
Wouldn't you just bring it over a little bit?
You'd think so. Rob Gilligan there, number 4 for Uni, one to watch, of course, as well as George Gavalas in the middle, number 9 for Hutchins. And the siren goes, and we are away. Uni versus Hutchins, Hutchins versus Uni at Queenborough Oval, here on Duff TV. Ruck contest, one down by Fogarty, into the arms of Arnold. Arnold handballs off to Douglas, kicks the ball forward, and this is what the Uni Footy Club wanted, a quick start. Comes down nicely now to Chris Denby, who gets tackled hard by the captain Sayers, and he's rewarded with a free kick. Handballs off quickly to Franks. Going back to Wilson, it looks like. Finds all right at half back. So Hutchins will look to attack from half back. All right, sends it through the middle. Finds Jubb. Jubb on the left foot, a scrubby kick forward. Oh, it slips through the fingers there of Bowie Adams. Picking the ball up quickly there was Uni doing well. Gilligan just quick and furious, kicks it forward, but it's taken the mark down there by, I'm not sure who that is. We'll have to get a number on that man.
The cerebral assassin, they call him.
Yeah.
He's no name.
Out to the centre wing. Tap forward. Picked up there by Gravlas. Oh, big tackle by Fogarty. Punched forward there by Adams. Centre wing. Out comes Snoop Horse. And he will see the ball over. That is, of course, Sam Heron. We call him Snoop Horse.
That's interesting.
I've just been given the nicknames here, Duff, by a few of the Hutchins footballers. And Snoop Horse is the one.
Snoop Horse is an amazing name because Snoop Lion obviously changed his name, so from dog to lion, so he's the Snoop Horse. So watch that filly out in the field.
Punched forward there by Fogarty. It'll be another boundary throw-in, I would expect.
We're going to see a bit of this on a day like this, just scrappy kind of football, because the ball is going to be pretty wet underfoot, obviously from that mud in the middle. So just kick it forward is what the coaches would be saying, I'd imagine.
But gee, she's an improved playing surface now, though, lads. Go back 2 years ago. This was probably one of the worst grounds in southern Tasmania, but it was recently redone there, Dan, and she's come up pretty well. Of course, the cricket pitch still a bit of a problem.
Trying hard down
push
there.
in the back.
Uni, yep. Free kick given though. It'll go
Matthew
to,
Wright.
Yep, right. With that technique, kicking out wide.
Good vision.
Brilliant vision, kicking long now. Franks has space against the flow here now for Franks. Kicking and kicks and straight into the woodwork. And Hutchins are on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. Franks probably could have taken a bit more time there as the ball comes out for Uni. Had so much space here, Franks. But didn't have the skills. And we are back live. That was on the Bennett's Petroleum replay. Here is Housing. Kicking long to half back, just overcooked it. A slight breeze going to the right of screen, and Fogarty will see it over. And we'll see another boundary throw in. As I say, slight breeze going to the right of screen here, folks. So that will be the scoring end.
Looks like the ground's a bit of an incline as well towards that right-hand side of the screen. Towards the casino down there.
Here's a chance now for All Right. Goes one way, then the other. Whacks it onto the right boot. Out in front of Berry. And it's gone out of bounds again. Another boundary throw-in. 3.5 minutes gone. It is Hutchins 1, University yet to score.
Now, Tubes, when we got here today, you said there was a rumour that old Mav was going to be saddling up in the 1s and the 2s today. What's the report on that?
Absolute certainty. He's sitting on the bench out there.
Oh, he is?
Yep. Handball comes back.
Well, he's so fit.
He is fit. And he's had a lot of it already, Sayers, the captain, leading off half-back. Kicks
nice little defensive move. Trent Stevens there.
Yep, Trent
just
from
coming
Punchy.
off his man. Nice work. That's what they call him.
Yep.
His nickname's Punchy.
They actually do. So we've got a couple of players out there in numbers, I'm not sure. So we'll try and fix that up for you at quarter time.
Unlucky not to get a
tackle
push in
by
the back.
Douglas,
Good
the tackle machine, and he's been rewarded. Reece Douglas will take the free kick at centre wing. Long kick into the half-forward line. Beams comes out to meet the footy. Protected the drop zone nicely. Sam Kenny gets it forward. Here's a chance now for Uni through Kink, and he's missed it.
Oh. Gee, I thought that was a goal off the boot, but it's just
it looks like
there.
it.
Right, finding space.
Doing a lot of hard running right.
Oh,
the back
that's
pocket,
a
shanked the kick.
Handballed in towards Beams. Beams shrugs the tackle. And just a dinky kick, and it's gone nowhere. And Gravlas will take it at half back. Just pops it up. Gave it a little bit too much air there for mine. Into the path of the number 45. I think that's Harry Bryant.
Good mark here from the back. Tom Triffett has taken that one on the wing. Kicks it long. He's got a few options here. Oh, unlucky not to get pushed in the back there from Tom Arnold.
Yep, comes out for Housing and it goes over the line.
Nice work from Tom though. He had two opponents running into an open goal. Just watch this one. Look at the effort on his, straight in the back.
Yeah, no free kick given, no. And it went out of bounds. So back live. The replay is thanks to Bennett's Petroleum. Wright gets tackled and by Fenton, and we'll see a ball up at half forward for the Lions. So no real free-flowing footy. It's hard to kick today because of the wind and the cold. Fogarty with a big punch forward, playing in front. That's nice work there by Noy. Noy gets the handball back. Here's a chance now for the Lions, and he's drilled the goal. Noy with the first goal of this game, and it was a great goal too. Just followed up the old 1-2, Dan.
Yeah, it was a beautiful piece of play, Tubes. As we can see on the replay, fisted out, but look at this, just dodging traffic. Nice little handball, and the follow-up. Yeah, that's classy. That's why they call him the Velvet Sledgehammer, Tubes, because he is just, he's hard
Smooth.
at it, but he's silky smooth.
Yep, nice work there by Noy to kick the first goal of this game. 6.5 minutes gone in the first term.
We'll get Dan to keep the stats, won't we?
Yep.
He'll do our goal kickers. Inside 50s is a good one, Dan. We'll get you to work on that. Right. Just take an estimate of what we've got
There's
so
Noy.
far.
I'll just assume.
Yeah, thanks,
Noy
Dan.
again gets tackled by Douglas, and then Douglas is rewarded with a free kick.
Yeah, he's going long. Oh, it's smothered off the boot.
That's
This could be a big
unforgivable.
turnover. Wright's handballed over the top. Again, Wright getting involved with the play. And this is huge by Noy. Kicks it forward to a 1-on-3. Oh, out of nowhere. Franks.
Handballs
Franks
over
for
the
the
top to the
biscuits. That
coach.
is a goal, surely. Oh,
Oh, Mitch.
Mitch. What's he doing, Williamson?
Well,
just missing
You'd
behind
have to
the
drag
stick.
yourself for that, wouldn't you, boys?
Yeah,
You would. With that moustache, he should have kicked that. You
he
would
looks
assume
good.
so.
Gee, Noy's
look
looking
sharp.
dangerous off that wing.
I tell you what, I just did detect a bit of lead commentating then by your brother Dan.
Yeah.
I think we're actually leading him off the lease.
I let him off the hook.
Yeah,
let him go.
Let him have a go here.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it away, Dan.
All right, here we go. Right on the outer wing, on the left wing. We've got a free kick. The umpire's given it away to one of the Hutchins boys there, the ranger of the pack, the old chutney crotch. He kicks it long. Down in the pocket. Oh, nicely defended there by Jack Hamilton from the Uni Rainbows to deny a bit of a mark there from the Hutchins boys.
So at half forward, now for Hutchins.
Half forward, here we go. The boys have kicked it out. It looks like he's gone in long.
No one's actually commentating currently, Dan, so I'll take over now.
I don't know what the players are.
Yeah, that's fine. You've got a team sheet in front of you there, mate, so just have a bit of a study.
It's like being on the bench, Dan. When you want to have a bit of a run, you just come on.
Yeah,
Put your hand up.
Just come on.
So, ruck contest, punched away, nicely done by Wright. In comes Noy again. Sorry, that's Franks who's kicked it, dribbled it forward. Handballed up, and Franks will kill this one, and he does. Lewis Franks kicks his first and puts Hutchins up by 13 points. And University haven't looked like it so far. Gee, that was great attack on the footy by Franks.
Yeah, it was nicely done. Just that run through, just to keep on pushing through. The handball off, quick shank the kick a little bit, but nice to follow up his good work. Nice work by Franks. And deserving goal there by Hutchins. And they've just come out of the blocks tubes, 9 minutes gone. And yeah, University haven't looked even close.
Well, they're going to the scoring end. And you'd think you can see the breeze just flowing there in the umpire's shirt. Big punch forward, Gravlas with his big body gets it off, and Hutchins go forward again. Chopping off nicely there was the University player, but it comes out now for DeBoer. Handballs off to Allright. Allright goes bang, and he's kicked another. Hutchins with 3 in a row, and they are running away with this game.
They got a wind in their sales tubes, yep, then they know it. You can hear a bit of chirp even from here. Just straight out of the great ruck work there, and nice little hands. That's obviously something they have been training. Unfortunately, dropped the mark and then ran away with it. Look at them all running. Just too much run at the moment. Uni haven't got a chance at the moment. It looks as though Hutchins are just killing it. So see if they can turn things around.
Coach Ben Beams will be very disappointed at this first quarter effort. But don't write off a champion. They are, of course, last year's premiers. As the ball's in the middle now, somehow comes out. Gilligan slipped over, as does everyone else. Stevens now with space, but punching it forward. The Lions go forward again. Here's a chance now down there for Tom Triffett. He's quick, and he keeps his feet nicely. That's a quick little dinky kick into the middle. Coming through hard there. University doing well in the long sleeves. I think that's Bromfield. And we will see a ball up.
Geez, they're under the pump early, aren't they, here, the Rainbows tubes?
There's a lot of pressure out there. There's always a tackler. Hutchins are just running faster, and there's a bit of rain coming through. We can see to the right, straight from the mountain.
Wright's getting involved
could affect
again.
the game, so these 3 quick goals could be costly.
And he sprayed that one. I think it's gone through for a behind. Umpires are looking to come up to us for the video replay. I believe it was a goal. No.
Out in the full.
Out of bounds on the full.
Tubes believes it was a goal. No, it was out in the full.
Kicks long. Everyone falls over. They were over like 10 pins. Here comes Jubb. Handballs off to his running Snoop Horse. Gets it back, but it's handballed off. There's slippery stuff out here now. It's picked up by University in there, trying hard as 5 Lions come late and dive on him. And we'll see another ball up. I've really liked the game of Franks, Noy, and Wright so far in this quarter, Dan. They've been involved in pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's right. The midfield is absolutely dominating this competition at the moment. So it's a bit of an arm wrestle for University to kind of change the ways. But nice work there from Bo Adams, taking a mark in the back 50. Kicks it long. And number 19 dropping in, Nick Fenton. Kicks it long, misses the target.
Oh, he's Mav.
Yeah, Mav's out there. Zach Berry picks it up there for Hutchins, but the kick was untoward. Stevens now puts it on the boot, kicks it long, right on the line, and the umpire says that's going to hit me. It's a goal, and that's what University needed. Just a little spark there from Trent from Punchy. It was good work to keep the ball inside forward 50 there from University.
Yeah, a big long kick too. As we go to the replay, this is huge. Nicely done out of the middle by Nick Fenton. Kicking it short, unfortunately, too much for the Uni's player there, but turning around. And it's the pressure here. There's weight in numbers. So a nice little finish. Look at that, straight through the big six.
Yeah.
Big sausage roll.
Tell you what, I reckon it's about a 3-goal breeze going that right of screen here, lads.
Yeah, you can see it now with the rain.
Yeah.
There wasn't a forecast for rain today, but it's really starting to come down now. Gravlas kicks it forward again. Here's a chance for Wright, who's had so much of it. Ellen DeGeneres puts it on the boot, kicks long out wide towards Franks, takes the mark, and it's really starting to come down now. These early goals will be vital for Hutchins if they can get over the line. Adams gets his handball backwards towards the captain Arnold. Throws it on the boot out towards Stevens. Stevens keeps running. Handball's off to Gilligan. Gilligan now through the middle. Big long kick down towards full forward. Over the back there, Mav Matusek would be absolutely cooked because he played in the reserves. He gets tackled hard. He's copped a free kick here, I think.
Yeah, nice work at the 2-on-1 and to receive that free kick. Not a bad effort from the helmeted number 45 there. Matusek.
Not sure if he's played too many senior games the last few years, so... Is that down to fitness or commitment to football or ability, Tubes? You know Mav well.
He's a very, very, very talented footballer, Mav. Just lacks a little bit of size.
He's got the power of the stack hat. This could go through.
Beams has got 4 or 5 to beat as it goes over the boundary
might be
line.
A free kick.
Might have gone over off the foot of Snoop Horse. No, he says it was out of bounds. Good job, young man.
Yeah,
You're in the right
boundary
spot.
umpire stood his ground and said, no, that was out of bounds.
Look at this.
Jeez,
is that out in the full?
Snoop Horse has probably got away with one there. Here's a chance now for Beams. He'll be trying to fire up his troops off to Arnold. Back to Beams. Beams just kicks it in the man on the mark. Then just scooped it out there to Arnold. It's gone over the boundary line. And we'll see another ball in.
Beamer seems to be moving quite well.
Yep. He's certainly struggling with that knee, I believe.
Right.
But he's doing
still got a bit of pace when he needs it.
Don't forget, they've got Brad Green coming in a little bit later.
Like via a helicopter?
No, he's flying in. He should be out there soon as Trolley comes there. That's Fenton, of course. It goes through for a behind. 8 plays at 20. Hutchins in charge by 2 straight goals. Franks quickly moving the ball on, out towards Berry. Berry has it at half-back. Standing the mark is Chris Denby. Berry sends a worm burner down towards Franks. Sorry, that's Noy. I get those two boys confused very often.
Just creating a bit of space here in the back line, Hutchins.
Yeah,
risky kick, but they've done well. That's it, moving it by handball. Very quick, Tom Triffett passes it out to the wing. Kicking it long. Not a bad effort there from DeBoer.
Quick kick forward by University will be chopped off there by Heron. And Snoop Horse handballs off to a running man in Berry. Kicking long now up the wing. Here's a chance now for Gilligan. He's a rough, tough little man, and he kicks it long, but it's going out of bounds and out on the full. So it'll be a free kick going to Sayers.
Yeah, like Alistair Sayers' game so far, Tubes. He's got the top knot. Oh, what a... That's amazing.
Chopped it off nicely. Here's a chance now for Beams. Grab. And Beams takes the mark, and Wilson's upset about it.
I think they might have touched the ground there.
Yeah, it might have been a bump ball.
Beamer disguised it very well, and that's 50.
He's given it 50. Let's watch again. What a smother. What a bit of play.
What a great mark, and Beams makes no mistake and kicks his first of the day.
He's doing the Jock McGregor here, isn't he? He's coming out at 45 years of age, and he's playing very well.
Let's have another look at this mark, Dan. Talk us through this.
Right. Let's have a look at Ben Beams. Just body on body. I think he's actually marked that. It looks as though his hand has got underneath it, his left hand. Just pulled it in. And that's a sign of a great player right there, Tubes. That's why he's a coach. That's why he's unbelievable footballer. That's why he played at AFL level.
Yep.
just very good bodywork, and yeah, obviously the 50-metre penalty. You'd be a bit upset if you were Hutchins, but University kicking back here, only 6 points in it.
So back in the middle, Fogarty wins the ruck contest down. Denby came hard at the footy, as did the Lions. They just scrub it forward. Here's a chance now. Big punch away, and the University defence does really well. Willis gets it out wide. Slipping over there was Trent Stevens. It should bounce up here for Fogarty. It doesn't, but he comes back again there, Stevens, kicking forward. Here's a chance for Douglas. Clever touch over towards Fenton. Fenton with a dinky kick out in towards Beams. Beams keeps it in somehow.
Oh, he does the Wayne Harms.
Kink does well as well. Here comes Dougie as he goes forward again. Chance picked up there by Fenton. Fenton handballed off to Dougie, who was in a hot spot. Kink gets a hold of it, and the defence of Hutchins are doing really well.
Jeez, they want it, don't they?
Yep.
Just two teams just battling it out.
We'll see a ball up here.
Nicely done by the Uni Rainbows there, but obviously in this kind of weather, that kind of handball stuff, it's too slippery out there to get a hold of it.
They seem to have steadied quite well now, boys.
Yep, they have.
They were under the pump that first 10 or 12 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you this, Coach Ben Beams will not be happy. They've got the advantage in this quarter of kicking to the right of screen where that 3-goal breeze is happening, and they're 6 points down. Coming through hard there, Beams like a cannonball. Dougie just ducks the head as well, and we will see another ball up. Big shout out to Tom Ball, who's out there watching on the live stream, thanks to Jackson Motor Company and, of course, Bennett's Petroleum.
Two great sponsors. Couldn't do it without them, Tubes.
No.
Tell you what, I fill my fuel up every time with Bennett's.
Nice, strong mark there.
And
I think that's Hudson.
And you can stay in the car too, Dan.
That's right. And I can honk the horn every time there's a goal.
It's good old-fashioned service at Bennett's Petroleum.
It is.
That's what you want.
Do they smile when they come out?
Absolutely. Hello? They love their job.
They wash my windows.
Tubes is trying to go on with the commentary. We'll let him back to it.
Yeah,
now.
let him back into it.
Bassett doing well. Big tackle there. Nicely picked up. Oh, it's left it behind though, did Bo Adams. Quick kick forward now. Hutchins have got a man on the line, and it's picked up by Williamson. He's kicked the goal. Well, one against the flow.
He's done pretty well. That was a soap block, that footy, for a little bit. Just a bit of a messy bit of play, but what can you do in this kind of conditions, Tubes? Look at this.
Well, it's funny how quickly the weather can turn in Tasmania, and Bowie Adams won't be happy with that. He kicks it forward, and somehow Williamson was all by himself down there. Housing arrived late, but Williamson kicked the goal.
Don't you love that, Tubes? The traditional full forward, Mitch Williamson, just keeping the tradition of full forwards going on, plonking himself just out of the square like old Plugger like it used to.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, it's good to see, Duff. Back in the middle. Punched away there. Fogarty's lost a few ruck contests in the middle, but he won that one. Coming off the line there, Heron does really well and then has time to assess his options up forward. Big flyer there, and that's a strong grab down there to Tom Trifford, who wheels around quickly, puts it out in front of his teammate out there. I think that's Julian Hudson. We'll try and get this on the short kick in towards Trifford, who does really well.
Oh, he's lucky not to get a 50 there. Bit of a push in the back. He's looking inboard.
And the rain just streams down.
All right.
All right does well. Denby does okay on him. Wilson. Sorry, it's your man.
The old sun showers here, boys.
Yep. Big kick away. Williamson at the right spot. Running through hard there nicely by Tilbury.
Crumbing.
And that is marked on the line. Plays on quickly there, the Rainbows. Out towards Denby. Denby, it slips through, and it'll go over the line in front of him and Tom Allwright.
It's coming in thick and fast, Tubes. Raining cats and dogs out there. So conditions have changed. So goals will become scarce. Skills will become worse as time goes on. And hopefully that sun does come out and clears away the rain.
Fogarty wins the tap down to Wright, who gets tackled hard there by Gilligan. Denby's in there too. He's going to get it back now. Wright, I would have thought. Comes out to Tilbury. Adams is hot on his hammer. Quick kick forward. Oh, pushed out in the back there, Housing. But Williamson around the corner. It's like a replay of the last one. He's kicked his second and has extended that lead out to 18 points.
Do you think there should be an honesty rule? I mean, that was clearly pushing the back there. Just have a look at the replay there, Tubes.
Yeah, we will, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum.
Wouldn't you think Mitch would go, oh, no, I nudged him, sorry. Bring it back.
I saw roving there. Look at those silky smooth skills. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, you're right.
But if you're going to get away with it, why not kick a goal? And he did. And he loved it too. He knows that University have got a lot more to play for than Hutchins because they need to win these next 2 games to play finals. And the reigning premier may be out. Tapped down nicely there to all right. Free kick's been
danger,
given.
I think. It's going to number 36 for Uni. Kicks it out wide.
Bo Adams has the footy at the centre wing as the rain has stopped. Kicked long towards the Snoop horse. He flew. The Ginger Ninja gets a hold of it and goes out towards our man. Kevin Jubb, who got his kick forward. Into the middle, Tom Arnold's got it. He ducks through because he can, then sends it long, but it's all Hutchins down there, and Hugh Johnson takes the mark. Goes across goal, dangerous kick because Beams is there. Fenton trying hard, as is Fogarty. Spinning out of trouble nicely down there was Kink, who got the kick forward, but Jubb, as he has done in so many seasons, just floats back and takes an easy mark. Wright has 2 to beat. He does it easily, then scoops it up nicely. His classic kicking style has let him down there as it goes out of bounds in front of Tom Allwright.
Pretty impressed with the Hutchins back 6, actually. They're pretty solid in defence.
They know each other very well, don't they?
They do. Led down there, of course, by Heron, Sammy Heron, the big number 21, playing at centre half back. Does a great job. We'll see another ball in. Punched away by Fogarty. Allwright's there. He's got a Uniplayer hot on his hammer. Comes out nicely to Johnson. Back to Allwright. Quickly into the middle. That's a clever kick. But Gilligan, it's not Gilligan at all. It's Sam Kenny who picks it up. He gets tackled hard. That was a great tackle laid by Tommy Howard.
Tommy Howard sees the player forward. And they're away here. Hutchins kicked it forward. Oh, nicely done. Yeah, it's coming off the man. Nipping it off.
He's playing in front down there, Dan Housing.
Giving away a little bit of size, like probably most players would to Mitch, I guess, in this comp.
He's a big man.
Howard went back with the flight. Douglas is there. Out comes Snoop Horse, Heron. Just scrubs the kick forward. It's going to work okay because it's come out to Lewis Noy. Right with a clever handball over the top to Gravlas. He goes from 50 with a big bomb down towards Williamson. And he's got a tough angle here, Duff. We're in a good spot to sort of check it out. Williamson giving himself a few metres there.
Yeah, the umpire just pushing him back on the angle. He should be able to nail this one, you'd imagine. There you go. Oh, he's given...
What's that about?
I'm not sure what's happened there.
It's just hard to understand, Tubes. What's going on there?
Big long kick down there to Williamson. He just rode it over the back.
This is like an action replay. Can he do it again?
Oh,
he doesn't.
Sprayed it. Gee, he'd be upset with that.
You'd be furious.
You'd have to be. I mean, I don't quite understand what the rule is.
Well, here's the replay of his first shot.
Time back on, but Williamson was all set to kick, so what was the problem?
Yep. Anyway, Bo Adams to take the kick from full back. Sends it down the throat of Denby, who just dropped what he should have taken in a dangerous spot. Gravlas gets a hold of him. Oh, Adams just dives on the footy. Williamson comes over the top. Gilligan now swings it around onto his left foot. It rolls out, and here's a goal for Hutchins. Surely too much time on his hands. Through for a behind. 20 points the difference.
Yeah, a bit concerning for Uni at the moment. Hutchins just getting too much of the footy. Can't get it out their back 50. They're just going to have to find some options. Maybe do some hard running and just find the loose man in defence. Big kick out of fullback. That's what you got to do. Nice. Hit the target.
Gilligan from half back to centre wing finds Douglas. Douglas quickly around the corner. Has a man down there in Fogarty. Fogarty uses his pace, sells a bit of candy, ducks past one and then sends a burner down towards Matusek and co. And the mark is taken by Grubb. And he will go back and have a shot on goal.
He has just gone all the way to the tuck shop with his candy selling. You can call him the candy man, Mr. Willy Wonka himself. Check out this again. Just watch this replay. I don't mind you. See you later. Straight down the throat.
And
great kick.
mark.
Good play by Uni.
Yeah, it's the first time they've had a bit of a run at it, and Grubb needs to kick this goal just to stay in touch, and he does. University 20, Hutchins 34. 14 points the difference here at Queenborough Oval.
Must be approaching first quarter siren, 27 minutes gone. That's an important goal in the red zone, as they call it.
Yep. Round 17, Old Scholars action from Queenborough, thanks to Jackson Motor Company and, of course, Bennett's Petroleum. And we've got a good game on our hands. The rain has stopped. Gilligan's lifted in the middle. But I tell you what, Wright, Gravlas, the captain, Alistair Sayers, have been playing a great brand of footy, Dan.
Absolutely, Tubes. It's great to see them out there just absolutely killing it. And Josh Fogarty, sorry, bad mood on the rise for him. Yep. But he's been playing well too for Uni.
Quick kick forward by Allright out towards Stevens, who picks it up for University, goes back, no U-turns, missed the mark.
Kicks it long. Tubes is coughing. He's hurt himself. He's all right.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Dan's taken over. Howard goes up forward. Thomas Kink. The Kink's booming it. He's just going into that pocket. It looks like a nice little pocket to put it in, actually. A lot of scoring from that end. Oh, look at this. Straight off the pack. Has he got enough on? Oh, that could have been amazing.
Touched over the line.
Geez, good effort, though. That was Eddie Betts-like.
So Hutchins 5-4-34, University 3-3-21. Thanks to Jackson Motor Company. The kick comes out, and there's only one man out there. It's a University player, just drops it on the boot. Matusek trying hard. He's got 3 or 4 to beat. Quick kick forward there by Hutchins, and a nice mark taken there at halfback for the Lions. They look to attack.
Yeah, they've got men out on the wing.
Yeah, Ben Beams is talking about going man on man. I can't see too many man on man contests here at the minute, because there's a runner by himself. It's Berry. He kicks long. That's not the most beautiful kick off the boot, but a strong grab down there to Tom Treffett. Gee, looked good there, didn't he?
He's got hands like vice grips, Tubes. Just he's taking a few clunks there in the Lions fist. Oh, right on the siren.
So a chance for Jack Bastick to take the kick after the siren here in the first quarter and put Hutchins up by 19 points. They're currently up by 13.
This would be huge for Hutchins.
Gee, this was a good kick coming in.
Mr. Bombastic.
Look at that.
Jeez, that's what you want as a forward, don't you, Tubes? You just lap that one up. Nice little lead from him.
Bastick sends it through the middle, and that is another goal to Hutchins. So Hutchins 40, University 21, 19 points the difference here at quarter time at Queenborough Oval. Goal kickers for the Lions. Williamson with 2, Allright with 1, Franks with 1, and Bastick and Noy with 1 apiece. For the Rainbows, it is Ben Beams, Jackson Grubb, and Trent Stevens with 1 apiece. How do University get back into this game, Dan?
Well, that's the thing, Tubes. They should be all right, because it looks like the scoring end up that side, because Hutchins absolutely took it away in that first quarter. But you'd have to be pretty dirty on that last little goal from Bastick if you were Uni, because there's nothing like red time. They got back with their goals, but then they had the answer seconds later. So it would be interesting to see how they go in the second quarter. But they're looking okay in the centre. They kind of got themselves together. It could kind of look like a blowout in that first 10 to 15 minutes, but Uni did well to kind of arm wrestle it back.
Yep, and you can see the assistant coach out there, Casey, just trying to rev the troops up through the middle there, because that's where they're losing this ball game. Anyway, we'll take a quick break here from Queenborough. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. The second quarter coming to you live from Queenborough Oval in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place.
Outstanding goal.
All right, folks, welcome back. Second quarter about to get underway here at Queenborough Oval. We got a couple of names there for you, folks. It was Jimmy Green, who's wearing the number 45 for Hutchins, and the number 36 is Nick Bean.
It's not easy being Green Tubes. Out of the centre, kicks it long. Hutchins off to a big start, but kicking it back across to the wing, finding a man in DeBoa. And he spotted a man up forward. Big fist from the side. Oh, Matthew Wright, silky smooth. He's been good today, Tubes.
Yeah, he has. He handballs off to Noy. Noy with a long kick inside forward 50. Big punch away there by that man, Jack Hamilton. Down back now for Hutchins. Big tackle by Williamson, who cops him in the back.
Oh.
And he'll be upset with that, I reckon, Duff.
Gee, I reckon that's a bit tough on
Could
him.
have been 50-50, actually, couldn't it, Duff? You saw that? Like,
yeah, I'd just play those ones on if I was the umpire.
Yeah, off to Bean. Bean with a kick towards Stevens, who takes the mark at half forward for University. A little 9-9. Gee, that's a rank kick out towards Fenton, who takes the mark, and we'll go back and have a look at that push in the back from Williamson.
But who'd be an umpire? I mean, you're there in the moment. You've got to make a decision straight away. It's a tough job.
Well, I reckon it's a free kick every day of the week, a push in the back there.
Okay, he's got it right.
Yep, well done, umpire. Fenton
He fancies himself.
Big roost.
Giving it a roost.
And it's gone through for a behind. University with the first score of the second term.
No helicopter come in yet?
I'm not really sure what's happening there.
Of course, it's the famous story of Peter Hudson when he made his comeback in 1977. Running late to get to the ground, helicopter straight out to Waverley.
That's pretty good, isn't
True
it?
story.
Kick out wide, finds Noy, who's a very good user of the footy. He'll probably make me look silly here. No, he kicks a nice long one up the wing, flying across is Fogarty, trying hard, but it comes in nicely now, off to Triffett, who missed the mark with his handball. Stevens gets his handball off towards that man in Howard. Little worm burner.
Oh, nice.
Massive mark taken there to Beams. And that was just great work all the way back here. Fogarty with the fly. But they missed the mark here again. Triffett missed the mark with the handball. And Stevens.
Yeah, those little mistakes are going to cost you, those little 1%ers. And unfortunately, it might result in a goal here for Ben Beams, but he's kicked it in. We go back live, and that is holding the ball. Have they called it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, the lead was on, but he just popped it up a little bit too far, Beamer. Probably hasn't played for a while, you know.
Didn't fancy himself.
Yeah, maybe.
Held without it.
Yeah,
Umpire's missed it.
Unlucky. Gravelis comes through. Nice work there by Gravelis again to butter up with the tackle. Matusek's down there and Jubb tackles him around the head, and the umpire says, "Give it to me, thanks, boys. I'm going to throw it up
I'm
here."
going to throw it up here, Tubes. Yeah, there could have been a couple of dodgy calls just then, but I'm glad the umpire just let it go because there could have been holding the man and a holding the ball decision. So not bad from the umpire, enjoying it.
Big tackle by Matusek, and it's wrapped up again. Zach Berry was the man, so we'll see another ball up. Matusek loses the helmet for a second time. Over the head of Matusek, it comes out to Gravelis. The big body man just handballs off to a running man in Lister, who's been quiet. Big kick forward now. Punched, nicely worked by Denby, who gets caught with the footy. That's a big tackle. Beautiful work by the Lions out there. Denby does well to take it across the line. And we'll see a ball up.
Out on the Hobart side wing, Tubes. These two teams going in hard in the second quarter, 3 minutes in.
But there's a lot on the line, isn't there, Dan?
There is. There's finals. It's around the season. You can smell it, Tubes, in the air. Spring. And they both want to be playing finals. Obviously, former premiers last year, the Rainbows, and Hutchins right up there as well.
Stevens on all fours. Scoops it out now towards Gilligan, who's just an animal. And we'll see a ball up. Is that a bit of artwork on his leg out there, Duff, or is that mud?
On Gilligan?
Yep.
I think it's a bit of artwork on the back,
right.
back of the old calf there.
He's got the stamps.
And
Shades
now,
of Dustin Martin.
big kick forward. Williamson works his body beautifully. Over the back now. Here's a chance for Wright. He handballs off to the coach because the coach said, "Give it to me," and he kicks another one. Williamson with his third extends that lead for Hutchins. And that's his third. The boys down there on the boundary think it's his fourth, but it's actually only his third.
It's only his third because he missed those. He actually kicked one that wasn't allowed, Tubes. That's probably why they think so. And he's missed a few in front of goals actually, but that one, he's gone the little dribble kick as we see on the replay.
Yeah, big.
Just
big
too
kick,
strong again.
Big kick inside 450 like that. Just a massive, big, deep kick. Beautifully worked there by Williamson. And 5 minutes gone in the second term.
He's pretty happy with it too, Tubes.
Hutchins extend their lead. Yes,
big high five from Ellen DeGeneres right at the end.
Hey, boys, we're going to have to move these people from our effects mic here, Tubes.
I'll just turn them down there.
Maybe old Dan can wander along
here.
here.
Dan, if you can wander along to the other side of the grandstand, just tell the boys to move out of the way. Yep, that'd be good. Louis Franks sees the ball over the line. And we'll see another boundary throw in as Dan goes to bounce a few gents on the far end of the other end of the grandstand.
Just having a nice little casual catch-up.
Yep.
Telling the world what happened last night.
Fogarty with the punch down nicely there to Bean, who drives it forward. Strong grab down there by Lister, and he's come into the game. At half-back. Kicks long. I can hear a jet engine. Maybe that's Brad Green arriving. Nicely worked by Jimmy Green.
I'll just move that.
Oh, how's the hand?
Strong grab there by Tom Triffett. Kicks it long down towards Williamson in a one-on-one. Oh, that was great defensive work down there. Right with a kick out of bounds on the full. It's touched over the line, so we'll see a boundary throw in. 6 minutes gone in the second term. Dan's down there doing a bit of work. You can see him moving the microphone down there, Duff, is he?
It's a hard task here at Duff TV.
I should have sent me. I would have told him to jog on. Bowie Adams with a kick outside, but it's going to be worked nicely there by Allright, who plays on quickly. Dangerous from here. Allright drills the goal. What an absolute beauty from Tom Allright.
Well, he's up and about.
He sure is. A huge goal for Hutchins. And their lead is now out to 30 points. I've got it at, Duff. Is that correct?
52 to 22.
Yep.
I think you're on the money there, Tubes. They're dangerous triumphs now for the Rainbows.
Look at this from Allright here, Dan, who comes back into the commentary position. What a kick and what a goal. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum on the replay. Gee.
That's an effort right there. I'm surprised I missed it. But
how'd you go with those?
Fordham.
Fordham.
Yeah, gave him a stone cold stunner and the walls of Jericho.
Nice.
They were all right.
Out comes Douglas.
They weren't too happy with me, actually.
Bends it around the corner.
Yeah, they don't usually get it, do they?
Howard off to Matusek, who drives it forward in towards Fenton, I think it was. It comes out now. Lister's down there. Howard takes a hold of it. Big tackle on Howard. Fenton's down at the bottom of the pack. The ball just landed in his arms. And we'll see another ball up. 30 points the difference. 7.5 minutes gone in this second term.
Do you think Brad Green will just arrive with his uni clothes on? He just jumps the fence?
Oh, I don't know, Duff. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's on a flight that got delayed as the kick goes forward. And it should be a boundary throw. Oh, they're calling it deliberate. Okay.
So they've only got 3 on the bench at the moment. Is that correct?
I believe so. Franks quickly into the middle of the ground. Big fly from Fogarty. Johnson tried hard. Diving on the ball down there was Hamilton. Howard's in there too.
It's hot property, that football at the moment there, Tubes.
It is.
Davies slippery one, nice.
Somehow it comes out and it should roll over the line. It does. Big day here at Hutchins Footy Club, Duff, isn't it? They've got the boys in from Knight and Frank with the gala day.
Yeah.
So a lot of ex-players down here.
Function there early on in the day. They're out in the balcony now and just having a lovely day there in the sun watching the old boys play.
They'd be very, very happy with the Lions at the minute.
Yeah, a lot of ex-students, I reckon, as well, at the old Hutchins.
Oh, it really does happen. Well, that's what I call it, the old scholars. And here's a great build-up by Hutchins.
Yeah, he's gone a long way. Well, we'll be able to see this in the Bennett's Petroleum replay. Let's have a look. How many steps did he have?
Let's have a look. The rule's
1,
15
2, 3,
metres.
4, 5.
Takes a bounce.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gee, that's not
10 on the second one, isn't it?
Yep.
A bit rough, I thought.
Yeah. Stevens just chops in nicely. Needs to turn around quickly because the Hutchins boys are finding their defensive work down there cut out for them.
They definitely need this one, Tubes. Just start to see the game roll away from them, especially with Hutchins going down there towards the scoring end.
Stevens slips as he kicks. Big fly there, but Johnson.
Oh, it's been a free kick given.
Let's have a look at this, see if we can see it. I think Wilson might have impeded. Let's see.
Let's watch Nick Fountain. Yeah, he's just kind of thrown out of it. I think he was playing it a little bit, but pretty soft goal there. But there's something they needed, that's for sure.
So Fenton kicks his first and keeps University in touch. Just 24 points the difference here. 10.25 minutes gone in this second term. Let's have another look at this kick from the boy from Punchy. That's Trent Stevens. Let's just slow this down here. Well,
that's
wait
nice
for
and slow.
Look at this. And then this free kick wasn't here,
we go,
Dan.
watch him. Yeah, he's just thrown a little bit there.
Gee, I think Fenton probably played for that one.
It's there
anyway,
though, I guess.
Yeah,
it's there.
Maybe. So University stay in touch.
Can't begrudge those beautiful umpires in the green. Oh, we've got another free kick.
No,
they're throwing it up again.
Recalling it. He threw it a bit too much over his head and he was worried he was going to be in the contest. He's got a little smile about it. Yeah, that's all right. Gee, that was good by Bean. Somehow it comes out, the two-set came through like a cannonball. Gravlas gets tackled by Douglas. Off now, they go forward through Grubb. Quick kick forward, but Snoop Horse is down there. Handball's off nicely there to Lister. Lister across goal, that's a clever kick, finds his man on the centre wing. I think that's Tilbury. Oh no, it's actually not, it's Ellen DeGeneres. It handballed off quickly. Denby is actually on there, Ellen DeGeneres, so it wasn't him at all. Ellen kicks it off the ground. Nice work down there by Wilson. It's picked up there by, of course, our man Fogarty. Fogarty overcooks the kick and it goes out of bounds in front of Howard and Jubb. And we'll see a boundary throw-in.
And it's starting to rain to get tubes. Might be a bit slippery Sharon out there, so a bit of leather poisoning out there for a few of the players, but it's going to be pretty scrubby, I'd imagine. And another boundary throw-in.
Well, Tom Allwright has been, I think he's been better than Allwright. I think he's been Tommy Excellent out there. He's kicked 2 goals.
It's his nickname from now on, Tubes.
Tommy Excellent.
Tommy Excellent. The excellence of execution, they call him.
Now it comes out nicely, looking for Franks. Picked up by Arnold, who drives it forward. Here's a chance again there. Trolley cops one high. Too busy playing for the free kick and go the footy there, Troll. And we'll see another ball up. Inside forward 50 for the Rainbows.
Yeah, that's right. A bit stiff there. Like that was more of a high kick than he got before for that goal. So unfortunately, the umpire just not calling that one.
Yep, ruck
but
contest.
it is play on. I'd
Arnold
rather see that.
Comes out with it, the captain, he throws it on the boot, and it's gone through for another behind.
Stellar effort there.
Is that Tommy or Joey? I've been filming
Tom.
Those boys for like 20 years now.
Yep.
And still can't tell them apart, Tubes.
They are very, very different, those two young men. That is, of course, Tom. Comes out to Noy. Noy uses his skills into the middle, finds Lister.
Who's the better, Arnold?
Oh, gee, I always thought Joey, but Tom's come closer in the last few years as the ball goes out of bounds on half forward for the Rainbow.
You don't ask the old man that question.
No.
Pick your favourite.
He'll take you right through it. Well, you know, Joey does this and Tommy does this.
Yeah.
The old Professor Mickey.
Yeah, he loves his footy. So a boundary throw in here, Dan.
Yeah, that's right, Tubes. Throwing in on our side of the ground, the crowd side, I guess it's called. Bit of argy-bargy in the middle. The umpire's going to blow it up.
Blow it up?
He's going to blow up that footy. Needs a bit of air, that Sharon. And the ruck contest. Nice little fly. Big man in there, Gilligan, trying to push his way out of the island. Kicks it out.
That's a rubbish kick from Tilbury. It's probably going to work for them okay. Nicely worked there by Kink. Kink's on hands and knees. Handballs up backwards to Arnold, off to Gilligan. Gilligan sends it forward. Flying high there was Allwright. Or we call it
Benny Beams here.
Beams pops one high. Dumped the head, but the umpire was on the wrong side.
Yeah, unfortunately, you wouldn't have seen that one. Everyone in the crowd was calling for high contact.
Yep.
But there will be a ball up in the University 50.
Big fly from Johnson. Howard's down there too. Big tackle by Arnold. And the umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up again.
Chris Howard as well out there, looking like a shuttlecock. Playing well in the ruck. Doing very well.
Looking like a shuttlecock, wow.
That's a bit of badminton for you, Tubes.
Yep.
Which way up?
Big fly, Fogarty does well. Out towards Noy. On the hands and knees is Arnold. Gilligan goes in as well.
Just need a goal, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They want to get one
They're desperate for it on his own.
Fogarty.
Who's playing on Fogarty?
Oh, it's
so much time and he sprayed it. That's just wasteful.
Too much space, I think.
Well, it is heavy underfoot. We need to allow for that, but he had time, didn't he?
Denby's down there, comes out now towards Johnson. Johnson gets his handball off to Gravlas. He goes fast again, through the middle towards Ellen DeGeneres in right. Right, throws it on the hands, off to Jubb, who's running, can damage you from half back. Down forward though, it's chopped off there by University and forced across the boundary. So it's been mostly attack for University in this quarter, Dan.
That's right, Tubes. Nikolai did very well then to just get it out of there. He did very, like he came off his man, as you see on the replay. It was awesome
you
stuff.
want me, yep, I'll get the replay up.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the live action.
Here's the replay.
Look at this. Off his man, just knees
well
it.
done, Housing.
Knees it out.
Knees in the chest. It comes out to
Housing
Arnold.
Tasmania.
That's a little kick. It comes out to right, though.
He's got the right stuff.
Sends it down to Tilbury.
Geez, it's been important for the Hutchins boys today. Oh, a bit of play off the ball there. Unlucky to get a free kick, Hutchins.
Both holding, I think.
Yep. Play on, says the umpire.
Adams kicks it long, but the only man out there is Howard. Handballs over the top. Gee, put his man into a dangerous spot there. It was Noy. Handballs off towards that man, Tilbury. Tilbury on the left foot, the right side for a left foot. A big fly from Williamson in the goal square. There's not much you can do there. Not enough pressure on the ball carrier from the University defence. And a big fly for Williamson.
Yeah, he's got massive mitts, Williamson. This could be his 4th goal. Debating whether that was out. Not really sure, but look at this again. Oh, what a grab. Knees up there. You can't compete with that.
No.
Just a bigger man. Big mitts.
Well, I thought he took it in the
this.
goal square, so it should have been right in front, Dan. But obviously the umpire saw it differently. And Hutchins looking for their next major, and he makes no mistake, and he's kicked 4 now.
Yeah, they've got to do something about this big man, but there's no one that can play on him, really. He's too big, too strong. What is he, 6 foot 100?
Yeah, about that. Have a look at this. Not enough pressure on Tilbury here.
Is Gilligan going for goal, do you reckon? Nah, he's just centering it. That's what he was telling him. Yeah, he did mark it in the square. That is true tubes. He should have been right in front.
And the rain starts to fall again here at Queenborough Oval. 18 minutes gone in the second term. Hutchins well and truly in charge by 29 points.
Yeah, the margin just seems to get bigger and bigger, tubes, as the game goes on. Hutchins really assuming control. And the big question is, can the University Rainbows come back here? Number 9, Gravelis, takes it out.
Great defensive work down there. That'll be a free kick to Bean. So he takes it from half back. Dangerous kick across goal, finds Denby. Denby quickly. Oh, that's a terrible kick. Handball's off there, Tilbury. Denby goes back and undoes the work. Redoes a good work down there and defends beautifully. Kick forward to Trent from Punchy. Trent Stevens, that is. Has someone hot on his hammer. No one really to kick to, so he just throws it on the boot down towards Grubb. Grubb does well. Oh. Gravelis comes through hard. He's got 2 to beat, and that's dropping the ball.
And they played on.
Gilligan
no
will take the free kick. Finds Adams. Adams into the middle. Oh, rough kick to Grubb.
This could be holding the ball. No, haven't called it.
I think it's Grubb down there. Yep, it was.
Great pressure there from Hutchins.
Yeah, I just don't think this is a good percentage kick here from University, from Bo Adams to go back inside at this stage. He needed to kick it down the line a little further, but he's gone back inboard, and if you miss the target there, a 50-50 ball turns out no good for University. Gilligan with a beautiful tackle. Gee, I love watching him tackle. And he's copped him high. No, he says, give it to me. I thought the umpire was calling that high.
It looks like he's saying the shoulder, below the shoulder, he's saying.
Gravelis been so strong in the middle. Gilligan's hot on his hammer, though. And we'll see a ball up.
No price, says the umpire. Brought to you by Subway, eat fresh. Just delicious salads.
So Hutchins at 9-4-58 to University 4-5-29. They've doubled their score. Handballed over the top nicely. It comes out to DeBoer, who gets it forward. Johnson's there. Arriving late was Howard. Johnson keeps going with the old Kutafides, the one-hander. Handballs off to Triffett. Triffett just gets his kick smothered. Johnson's there, as is Gilligan. Coming through hard. The blood nut is James Green. Picked up now by the number 17, DeBoer, who drills it home. And DeBoer gets his first and extends their lead even further.
DeBoer constricted tubes. That was excellent work by that young man. And he's happy with himself too, because some earlier work he did early and pays off.
I really love the attack on the footy here from Jimmy Green, coming through hard at the footy. And Wright did well. Adams just missed the mark. DeBoer there just snaked it beautifully and sent it through the big sticks for a big 6-pointer. And wasn't Mitch Williamson happy about it?
Oh, Mitch Williamson, very happy. Gives him the high five. It was heard around the world, Tubes. It's the #1 trending thing on Twitter right now. Hashtag high five.
So back in the middle. Ruck contest, one down by Fogarty. They need a lift from him, University. Comes out now. DeBoer again involved. Quick Gravlas drives it forward over the head of his teammate down there. It rolls into the pocket. First man down there will be Nick Bean.
And it's still in play.
Jack Hamilton's down there too.
Right near the cricket nets.
Yep, it'll be a boundary throw in again. No one really knows what's going on down there. The players look exhausted. It's been a furious pace, Dan.
Yeah, true. And we're not even into the second half yet, Tubes. It's going to be huge to see how they go with their endurance over the next couple of quarters.
Big punch away, attacking the footy hard down there was Triffett, and it's gone out of bounds in exactly the same spot. So we'll see it again, even though it's not a Bennett's Petroleum replay.
No, that's right, Tubes. Good petrol, though, and great place to bring your car in, get your fill up on your way up the highway, that's for sure, the Midlands. And it's thrown in by the umpire. Nicely tapped out, taken by one of the Uni guys. Handball's out, quick kick out of the 50, but straight to a Lions player who drills it straight back in. He's got a man on his own.
How does
Jack Hamilton.
Oh, that's Triffett. Tom Triffett, you're reading the wrong team there, mate. But that's all right. So thanks to JMC, it's 10-5-65 to 4-5-29. Hutchins are well and truly in charge.
Yeah, Jackie Hamilton.
You wonder where the spark's going to come from, Tubes.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be Brad Green. Do they bring him in?
Maybe they just turned the plane around and said, don't worry about it. Game's over.
He's still only three on the bench as Matusek tackles hard on Zach Berry. Plays on quickly, does Trent Stevens. Drives the ball long into the path of Kink. Kink does well, uses the body beautifully, and he'll go back from half forward and send it inside forward 50. That's a clever kick down toward Beams, but chopping it off nicely is the big ruckman, Hugh Johnson. And he's doing really well as the rain starts to come down again. Handball's off to Franks.
Franks has got plenty of space. He's asking for a player. He doesn't see anyone. No, just straight inboard.
Yep, into Lister. Lister quickly up the line towards Allright, who's been better than Allright. He's been all good. And the ball goes out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throwing.
The goals are going to be hard to come by with this rain coming in from the side. And you can hear the cops in the background, Tubes. They're after you.
Yeah, maybe.
Might be Brad Green speeding along to the ground.
Might be, actually.
Yeah, getting the police escort, you reckon, Duff. As Wright tries to get a free kick. Ellen DeGeneres not known for her acting.
Oh, they've got to do something, Uni. This is...
Well, it's slipping away. It's their season slipping away. Isn't it? Anyway, we'll see another ball up. There's a bloke on the sidelines there, Dougie Rosser, trying to get in on your side of things there, Duff. He's got his camera up, off to Lister. Lister quickly chips it over the top, finds Tilbury. Tilbury plays on quickly,
gives it
onto that left foot. That's a clever kick out into the path of Williamson. Out comes Housing though. Safe as Housing, kicks long towards Adams, who takes the mark.
Plays on quickly.
Finds Dion Clark, who we haven't called much of him. Out towards Matusek, who gets punched from behind. Now Grubb tries to don't argue on Green. That's a great tackle from Green. What an absolute beauty. Zach Berry plays on quickly, sends a worm burner down towards Triffett. Flew high. Did he get his arms chopped? No. Tilbury quickly up nicely there to Wright. Wright clever around the corner, and Housing punches across the line. And
exceptional effort there on the wing by Green.
Get another look at this tackle here, Dan.
This is what you want. Well, he's coming in like a wrecking ball, and he says, don't argue, goes for it, but Green too good with the shuttlecock haircut.
Yep.
Looking a bit ginger.
So, boundary throwing.
We don't get your radio show at home, but I reckon I'd tune in. Quite funny, Dan.
Oh,
You'd be the third listener, I reckon.
There you go. Tom Arnold off to Douglas. Sends one up the wing. Oh, it's man-on-man stuff here, and Howard takes the mark nicely. That should be 50, he says. No, umpire says no. Plays on quickly. Oh, that's a rubbish kick off the boot. They just need to take their time a bit, University. They seem rushed. That perceived pressure that our man Hoppy talks about all the time, Duff. Big tackle on Lister. Beautiful work there by Kink.
This is what the Uni Rainbows need. They need this kind of action and need a forward 50 entry. They haven't had many this quarter. Oh, the poor kick. Straight to Sam Heron, chopping it off.
That's the difference in the two sides right there, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Lewis Franks kicking up to the wing. They've got players everywhere here. Here we go. It's Matt Wright. Just look at the pace and look at the shepherd here from Green. There's a 2-on-1. Nice little chip kick. Oh, nice percentage play there. The handball just puts him under too much pressure, I think, and we might have a ball up. Down at the casino end, it's a pretty hard pocket to kick goals from, Tubes.
That is a tough pocket to kick goal from. So
you could lace them out from 80 out.
Yeah.
Not preferred.
So up in the ruck, interesting. Denby's the man that flew. Gravelis with strength. Geez, a big body. Doesn't he like us talking about it?
Getting up in his face. We could have a brawl here, Tubes. Get off him. He's hurt. Looks like he's hugging his shoulder, Tubes.
He's been reported. Just keep an eye on the umpire there, Duff. He's going into his pocket, was he? No.
I think he might have dislocated his shoulder.
Triffett looks hurt.
Yeah. We'll go back to this on the replay. Take a look. You'll be all right?
Yeah, I think he's all right, which is good.
And the boundary throw-in. Looked in a bit of pain there.
Just a stinger, perhaps, Dan. Anyway.
Yep, just shake it off.
Back
Taylor Swift would say.
Here's a chance now. They handball up. Chipping in nice there was Fogarty. Comes out there, though, to DeBoer, who gets caught with a footy. Arnold plays on quickly. Fogarty now with time. Handballs over the top towards Fenton. Fenton gets wrapped up in a big Lewis Noy tackle. And
just a lot of pressure there. Needed to go back, kind of take that free kick, I reckon. He didn't have many players up inboard, and they got themselves in a bit of trouble there.
Noy slow to get up. Fogarty back in the ruck up against Johnson. Johnson wins again. Dion Clark's down there. It's picked up by Adams, who just throws it on the boot willy-nilly. Now it's a running race. Ben Beams is out there. Wilson gets it and kicks it out of bounds. I think it went out before he got the kick away. So we will see a boundary throw-in. Two number 13s playing on each other, Dan.
That's right. Unlucky for some, as they say, but those boys quite matched up. The old Ben Beams and Matt Wilson. It's a battle that I'm very much enjoying because two great players.
Yep.
Very quick, and the rain comes tumbling down nearly at the end of this second quarter. Can they come back though, University? This is the big question. They're going to need to find something, maybe a last-minute goal. There might not be time left.
And it is a big, old, fat rain too, the big droplets. So the umpire, slippery hands, just throws it in nicely out to Clark. Clark off to Arnold. Quickly moves the ball out towards Kink, and the siren goes. And that is half-time here at Queenborough Oval. On the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, it is Hutchins 66, University 29. Goal kickers for the Lions, it's 4 to Mitch Williamson, 2 to Tom Allwright, singles to Louis Franks, James DeBoer, Jack Bastick and Lewis Noy. For the Rainbows, Ben Beams with 1, Nick Fenton with 1, Jackson Grubb with 1 and Trent Stevens with 1. Dan,
yeah,
can University come back into this game?
37 points in at Tubes. Mitch Williamson is the difference between the two. They need to just stop his huge powerhouse forward up forward for Hutchins. The Lions are always going to him. He's like a Favola for them. So, yeah, can the Uni Rainbows come back? I think Ben Beams is the danger man for those guys. They need to better delivery from the middle.
Yeah,
but in these conditions, it's kind of hard.
I think you're absolutely right. It's Dougie Rossiter, the Hutchins old boy, there coming off with the stats. He'll be taking stats, and doesn't he look good on the big screen?
He looks magnificent, Tubes. He's in good shape. He should be out there playing. Apparently, he's done a knee. So.
Yep. Okay. I think the thing for University is they just need to slow it down a little and play it more on their terms. I think the midfielders of Wright, Gravlas, Allright and Tilbury have really taken it up to University. Lister's been great off the half back line, as has Tommy Triffett up forward. And Louis Noy and, of course, Louis Franks, the two Lewises, have been terrific off the half-back line as well. Just doing a lot of damage there. So it's a 37-point margin to Hutchins. They're in charge here from Queenborough Oval. We'll take a quick break and come back to you with the second half in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
We can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The University boys have got a recruit. Dan, give us the late mail.
Well, this is huge, Tubes. We didn't see Brad Green, number 18 for the Uni Rainbows in the first half at all, but there he is. As you can see, he's licking his lips. The Messiah has returned. So the prodigal son is out there. Will this change the course of the game? Time will tell. Obviously, a former AFL great. And he can turn the tides.
Over 250 games with the Melbourne Footy Club, Brad Green. But can he reverse this deficit of 37 points?
That's nothing for Brad Green. That's 6 goals in a row, and he's put us in front.
What do you do with him? Do you put him on the ball, or do you?
Oh, you just dropped out on us there, Duff. Sorry.
What do you do with him? Do you put him on the ball, or do you know?
Well, I don't know. I think that's where University really are struggling, and we had some mail from Dougie Rossiter, the old Hutchins legend, and he told us that Hugh Johnson is killing it in the middle. And we said, yeah, we know, mate. We know. So I think through the middle, getting the first use of the ball is George Gavlis and the rest of the co in the middle there. University really need to stem that flow through the middle.
I've got a feeling that Uni's going to kick 6 goals in this third quarter.
Really?
With the breeze.
With the breeze.
You know when you get a feeling, you go to the footy, Dan, you get a feeling.
That's right. You can feel it in your waters there, Duff.
Yeah, it just comes to you.
That's right. And with that rain, you can see coming in on an angle straight towards that right end down at the casino. Straight from the mountain as well. Beautiful snow up there from Mount Wellington. Cold for the players out there.
Sun shower.
But with Brad Green out there, maybe the grass is greener on the other side.
So here we go. University versus Hutchins here from Queenborough Oval. Big ruck contest in the middle. Johnson wins it down again. He goes back for his second and third efforts, as Doug Rossiter told us all about it. He's down the bottom, as is Douglas, and Green comes up with it. That is the red Green, James Green, and we will see a ball up.
Yeah, red and green together. It's an interesting colour there, Tubes. Rucked out by Fogarty. Gets it out. It's a scrappy one here. Picked up by the Lions on the outside. He's just pointed to the goals.
He says, I'm having a
Kicked
shot.
It long. Oh, too strong again. Mitch Williamson, he's proving to be the difference at the moment here, Tubes. Going for his 5th goal. He's a strong man, wiping the ball off, and he'll go back to put it in from about 35 on a slight angle. Shouldn't be too much problem.
Just a strong grab down there to Williamson. Housing just got buffed off the ball, and he wrapped it up. Thanks to Bennett's on the replay. And it'll look like Williamson will get his 5th. Tough kick. Make no mistake. This isn't bread and butter.
No, against the wind, Tubes. It's not bread and butter at all. But I can't believe it's not butter with this kick. Oh, there you go, Tubes. Called it early. Oh, it's a nice little... He was kicking it to the lead, I think, there, Tubes. I think that's really doing. Nice work by Berry.
I think... No,
very good.
It's... I think this could be Julian Hudson.
It might be Jimmy Green.
Yeah, but then we're going to have to find out for you,
Who
folks.
is this guy? The mystery man.
The old fly-in, but we'll put it down for the number 45. They told us it was Jimmy Green. It absolutely isn't. And he's going back. Tough kick. He's sprayed it, so we don't need to get his name in the paper anyway. 67 plays 29 on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. And Adams will bring the ball out from full-back. Has Housing out wide if he wants it. He takes it. Housing didn't know the ball was coming to him. I think that is, it is Kink long on the short option. Decides to go long. Up the ground to a contest. Heron works the ball well. Lister gets tackled. Green there with his first touch. Off to Adams. Douglas gets a hold of it. Off to Grubb. Grubb now with a long kick inside forward 50. Beams with strength over the back off the ground. Dribbles it forward. Here's a chance running back off the ground. No, it goes through for another behind.
Yeah, nice strength there by Ben Beams. Unfortunately, the soccer kick, not good enough. Just nearly putting it out in front of a player there in the forward square, but too much sauce on that steak, as they say.
Has Lewis Noy got a
my dear
man out there? Matusek around the corner. Misses. I hope it's Jono's sauce on that kick.
Yeah, there was a bit of Jono sauce actually, a bit of the chutney.
I think it's one of those days where it's just not maybe going to happen for the Uni.
Yep. Well, their destiny's in their own hands here as the kick comes out wide, finding Wilson.
Yeah, Matt Wilson kicking it long.
Yep.
It was a 3-on-1 he's kicked it to. Not bad. He's managed to get out of it, the Lions. Booming it out wide to the wing. Attempted mark, and they're on the run here. Matty Wright, he's had a stellar game so far. He just assesses the options, takes it slow. The veteran of the game.
Triffett kicks forward, inside forward 50 now for the Lions. Coming out to meet the footy was Housing. He goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, nice work. Just coming off his man a little bit. Mitch Williamson, danger man up back. Just too quick for him there.
He's been playing in front, Housing, the whole game. Mitch Williamson's got 4 to his name. But
it's been a big battle.
Yeah, it has been. So a boundary throw-in, inside forward 50 for the Lions. A little bit of don't argue action there from Allright. Handball's over the top, now Fogarty through the middle. Big long kick inside forward 50. Now where's Matusek? He runs at the footy. Jubb does well to boof him off the ball. Howard trying hard down there too. Lister now clears the footy for the Lions. Kicks long, finds a man stretched out there. It was Louis Noy. Back into the middle. Here's a chance now for him to moving forward. Zach Berry has it. He kicks it forward long now to the half-forward line. Triffett on his man down there, Jack Hamilton, the number 27's going hard at it. Threw it away there, Green trying hard. Handball's over the top to Arnold. Arnold kicks long up the wing. A chance for Matusek, but it bounces out of bounds, and we'll see a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, Tubes. Uni looking a little bit nicer this quarter so far. A few forward 50 entries. And with Brad Green up there, a bit of body work, strong man. He's an important man to have out there on the ground. Boundary umpire throws it in. A bit of work there from Fogarty, pushing his man off the ball. The Lions kick it forward. And it's a quick kick up to Wright. Wright misses, kicks it straight to the 50. On the up, Treff has kicked it long. And it's Williamson. Oh, the big battle. Nice fist there from Housing.
Big tackle by King. Comes out nicely there towards, I think it was Triffett. It wasn't at all, it was Tilbury. At the bottom of the pack, the Rainbows player, picked up by Wilson, who gets dumped by Howard. Rolling ball now for the Lions, off the ground by Tilbury. Tilbury's got time and space, off to Williamson, who gets another cherry over the back. And Williamson kicks his 5th and extends that Hutchins lead. Well, Duff, what are they doing out there, University?
They've been trying very hard in the early part of this third quarter, Tubes, but a couple of times they've taken it forward, just haven't capitalised. And then, is that the first goal of this quarter?
Yep.
I think it might be.
Yep.
It's going to hurt, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be tough for the University Rainbows to get back into this game.
Yeah, they just need to get it out of the middle. Here's Hutchins have been dominant in the middle. Matthew Wright having a stellar game as well. And these boys, it's blowing out again this third quarter. It's up to it's 42 points now.
Yeah, it's probably a job too much for the University Rainbows, considering they've only managed to score 31 in a whole half of footy. Ball up, 6.5 minutes gone. Fogarty down. Going again, Johnson. Gee, he's been good. Off to Grubb, though. Kicks forward, down towards Howard. Howard gets pushed under the ball by Jubb, who does really well to clear the footy up to the centre wing. Howard comes through hard and quick, and then gets a push in the back. And your mate, Matty Wright, won't be real happy with that. Into the middle towards
it's unfortunate
Fogarty.
Going with the momentum there. Could have gone either way. Could have been holding the ball, but just unlucky there.
Green,
that's
just
a big mark, Brad Green.
One of the more uncoordinated marks I've ever seen, but it works okay. Let's have a look at this in slow motion. Thanks to Bennett. Oh, the old 3 grabber and catch between your knees.
He marked it with his elbows there, Tubes. Any way you mark it, still mark. You got to sit back and kick this because his team needs it, Brad Green.
We're in the perfect position behind Brad Green. He's been set up in a Jetstar flight. And that is disgusting.
Bit of turbulence there, Tubes.
Yeah, very, very topical, Dan.
It's pretty hard out there, though. The conditions are not really suiting for set shots at the moment. We've seen some absolute corkers so far.
So
and that was a Sticks Kernahan kick, Tubes.
Yeah, it was. on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. 11-7-73 to 4-7-31. Howard trying hard. Diving on the footy down there was Jubb. Stevens as well at the bottom of the pack. It wasn't Jubb at all, it was Berry. And we'll see a ball up.
Taken out of the ruck. Yeah, it's a bit of argy-bargy happening.
Howard
nice
quickly,
little, there you go,
turned out
that's what we
okay.
want.
And Stevens gets on the end of one.
Something from nothing there from Stevens.
Well,
just found himself in the middle of the square.
Poor checking.
Yeah, and it was just clever from Chris Howard in here at the ruck contest. We'll see it again on the Bennett's Petroleum replay here.
He's nominated himself for the ruck.
Nominated himself for the ruck. Went up, went back, got the footy here. It bounced off the head of someone. That's just a clever kick.
Just on the outside.
And Stevens kicked the goal. That was his second for Trent Stevens. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum, he has hit the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard.
Yeah, that's encouraging for University. The Rainbows getting one back here, but number 35 dropping through, Grubby. He's getting a bit grubby and muddy. Looks a bit messy. And he's had the ball held into him. The umpire says, I'll have it, please. I'll throw it up.
Yep. So back in the middle here. Players attract the footy. Good to see University with 4 players on the bench. Comes out for all right. Adams off to that man Bean. Tapped over by Grubb. Douglas has it. Handball's off to Kink. Around the corner. No one's there for University. Arriving late with Stevens. Coming through hard though. There was Noy. Noy shrugs the Whitney tackle. Big effort there from Wright, who does really well on Clark. Big tackle on Grubb by Tilbury. Out towards Noy. Noy goes 1-2, gets it back, and it's gone out of bounds. And it'll be a boundary throw in right in front of the peanut gallery.
Is that what they call it?
Yep.
The old peanut gallery. Oh, it's the umpire throwing it in. About 80 out from the goals of Hutchins. Kicks it forward. Green just gets it off the boot. And Tom Triffett held. Crowd calling for ball. The umpire's not going to call it. It's going to be throw in.
Yeah, Jack Hamilton did really well there.
Sun is out.
Yeah, classic, like the Crowded House song, the old 4 seasons in one day, Duff. Douglas has it now. Shrugs the tackle, gets a big smother, does that man there in Tilbury, I think it is, and it's gone out of bounds again for a boundary throw-in. 11 minutes gone in this third term.
Yeah, Tilbury's been very impressive, Tubes, and that is just desperation stuff. And those 1%ers, the coach Mitch Williamson would be very happy with Tilbury's game today.
Fogarty in the ruck. Goes hard again, just dropped it. All right, does well. Kicking it forward, it's rolling, and it goes out of bounds again. So this boundary umpire is certainly earning his $100 today. Or 50 or whatever it is, I don't know.
$50, yeah, it's about, they get a pineapple for it.
They get about 70, I think.
$70?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good day's work, and a hot pie. Don't forget the hot pie.
It's more than you, Tubes.
Right, with a kick forward.
He's gone to Derek
Whitney
kick it.
Gets his fist away. Coming through hard there was Grubb. Big tackle by Franks. And we will see a ball up. Little argy-bargy stuff. DeBoer's in there. Grubb, Franks.
Yeah, there's no love lost between these two Tubes. Just traditional rivals from back in the day, Hutchins and Uni. You remember these matches, mate?
Yep, I do.
They hate each other.
Fogarty wins it down to Kink. Kink gets his kick forward. Here's a chance now. Lister does well. Fogarty kept going. Jubb came through hard. That was great effort by Jubb. He's hurt.
They're just pushing it forward here, Uni. They're doing the right thing in these kind of conditions.
Berry gets the kick forward. It's going to be marked by all right. Through comes Franks. Uses his toes and just gets away from the tackler. Johnson now hands balls back to Franks. Up the wing. Has a bounce if you don't mind from 50. Drills it long in the Williamson direction and he's got it one out. And he takes a great grab. Gee, that was a good big piece of play from Hutchins.
Yeah, nice work, Hutchins. You got to love that, Franks. Just a bit of dash from the half back line. Look at him, and he's putting in a bit of biff early and just follows it up. Watch the pace here of this guy. What an athlete.
Just go back to the kick here because Williamson's drilled it into the post.
He's missed a few today, Williamson. Something he could get. He'd be pretty unhappy with that. He's shaking his head. He could have had about 8 by now.
Yep.
He's hit the pine a few times.
Adams with a big long kick out towards Fogarty. Flew high, took the mark. Fogarty handballs off to Gilligan in the middle. Slips over, has time though, goes back and goes bang towards Howard. Howard's down there. He's got Jubb to beat. Jubb just tunnels it through to Lister. Lister handballs over towards Tilbury. Coming through hard there was our man Whitney. Whitney gets a big tackle on that man, Zach Berry, and we'll see another ball up at half forward for University.
Yeah, pretty impressed with Simon Whitney. He's always in the contest, and he loves to tackle pretty hard. He used to get his tackle out in the uni review, actually.
There we go. Kick forward by Adams, and a strong grab down there to Lister. We'll see that in the Bennett's Petroleum replay.
He's just been solid, hasn't he, Tubes? Just up in the back line. Just a rock up there for Hutchins.
Yep. Lister, of course, is the rock.
Tom Howard kicks it long, out of bounds on the full. Unfortunately, these conditions, a bit of wind out there, not much. You can see it's slightly going down to the right towards the casino.
King kicks forward towards Arnold.
He was on his own, Arnold, for a very long time, but nice work. Just dribbles along the ground.
Tilbury picks it up, gets tackled by Fenton.
Holding the ball.
Yep, threw it away. So Fenton will have a kick. Just rolls around nicely. That's a clever kick towards Green. Down there as well as Matusek. Picked up by Jubb, who just scurries one forward. It's only going as far as Gilligan, who goes one way, then the other. Then kicks long, but it's a 3-man situation down here for Hutchins. DeBoer just played on quickly. I think it was touched off the mark. And Green goes in with a big tackle. And we'll see a ball up here inside forward 50 for University.
Yeah, a bit of a mismatch up there. Brad Green just bigger than his opponent, and just getting a point to his face right now from one of the Hutchins boys. It's like someone else big should get on him. And nice work there by Lister. Taking a few bounces.
Not the
nicest
kick
along and finding a target too.
Yeah, well, they're saying Jimmy Green, so...
Oh, what a hanger. He's getting a big round of applause there. He's got a big fan base on the side. There's a touch ball play on, calls the umpire. It's back to Green. Can he get out of this situation? Oh, he's good holding the ball. Unfortunately, the umpire wasn't really seeing that one, Tubes. And he did get, he's actually handballed it out there.
Fenton takes the mark. We'll just check it out on the
he's definitely got a hand to it.
Yeah, he definitely did. Anyway, it comes over the back. Gavlis handballs back into the middle towards Lister. Howard
nice
off to Fogarty. Fogarty puts it out in front of Beams, and Beams protects the drop zone, but can't get a hold of it. Oh, Berry was hard, and Green went hard at the umpire there, saying holding the ball. Matusek's down there, and he takes the mark.
Yeah. Bit of a difficult angle. He handballs it inboard. Brad Green's there.
Oh, well, that was unnecessary.
Straight to his feet.
Absolutely unnecessary from there.
It was on a pretty harsh angle there, boys.
Yeah, but you've got to take your shots from inside forward 50 as Gilligan keeps it in. It's gone out of bounds, though.
If there's a player in a better position, Tubes. You've got to do the team thing, mate.
Yeah, but if you're going to handball, you need to hit the target. That was a 3-metre handball. I'm going to go up our man Matusek here. Look at this on the Bennett's Petroleum replay. The handball's a 3-metre handball, and he's handballed to his toes. No good.
Tube should be out there.
Bad.
Bad.
Fail.
Do you have a shot there, Tubes?
You absolutely have a shot. Anywhere inside 50, if you're a forward line player, you have a shot.
Take over the commentary here, Dan. What's going on here?
Right.
Tubes was a great forward back in his day.
Handballs over the top. Oh, a little bit of interesting stuff there from the lines. Trent from Punchy gets it up to Arnold, who just takes a fresh area out of the middle of the ground there. It's picked up there by Triffett. Got his handball off to Gavlis. And here they go, the Lions. Inside forward 50, right, going back with the flat.
Big contest there, Tubes. Yep. You could feel it from here.
Bowie Adams will take it now. On the left foot, just chips it up high. The shortest man on the ground just courageously went for the footy. And down underneath there is Gavlis. And we will see a ball up.
The pressure of Hutchins in the crucial moments in a contest, it's been very good, Tubes.
Yeah, it's been great. They've been very, very good, Hutchins. take nothing away from them. University haven't really turned up today, but Hutchins have been switched on from the get-go. Here comes the jackhammer.
Oh, nice tackle there.
Yep.
He's dropped the
Incorrect
toe.
disposal. Yeah, Matty Wright's had a stellar game so far. That could almost be 50 metres. He's called it. Has he? No.
He's going to reset the mark. It's good umpiring.
Yeah, that is good umpiring. We'll see here in the Bennett's Petroleum replay. This is what the free kick was for.
Clever tackle, just slinging the arm.
I've heard that Righty has a clever tackle. Anyway, into the middle. Good kick to Triffett. Triffett into the middle. That's smart.
That's a great kick.
And here we go.
That's what you got to do, Tubes. You got to look inboard, look for your forwards, and on his own. This is bread and butter right here. Lewis Franks.
Lewis Franks, who, get this, Duff. I know you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Last week, Lewis Franks was playing 4 beers at the footy club using Thai currency here at Hutchins Footy Club. That's crazy. They call him Travelex. Anyway, Franks has kicked a goal, and that is his second, and Hutchins have extended their lead now to 49 points. I think it's done. I think
just about done here, Tubes. They need 3 in a row here, Uni.
Yep.
And I think they haven't kicked 2 in a row all game, so
No,
maybe in the first quarter they did. But.
Yeah, only 4 goals for the entire game. It might be a bit hard to get it back from here, boys.
I think I've... Can you just show me the scoreboard up there, Duff?
Yeah, we've got 12-8-80 to 37.
Yep, that's what I've got now. So I did actually, apologies, folks. Got a fair bit on down here. Trying to deal with Dan.
It's
anyway,
too hard.
Stevens missed the mark with his handball. Franks goes back to Jubb. Jubb off to Lister. Lister quickly moves the ball out to centre wing. I think that's Clark who just takes the footy away from Tilbury. And we will see a ball up. Umpires have done well today, Duff.
Yeah, been pretty good. Pretty good, Tubes.
I think Johnson's been immense in the ruck. Here goes Gilligan, and that's what has let University down. Disposal like that has gone at right angles.
Not under much pressure either, their Tubes. Weird the shank off the boot, but it's going Uni's way, so it's paid off. And he spotted a man on his own in the forward 50.
Adams it is. Got his handball off Matusek with a quick handball towards Green. Matusek goes back in again. Had Heron hot on his hammer. Snoop Horse. Here goes the Armadillo with a bender, but no good.
Yeah, if he had a left foot, it would have been a probably better option.
I've never seen Mav kick left foot in 10 years of filming.
I've never seen him handball from 20 metres out, Duff, but he did today, didn't he?
Tell you what, he did a good job in introducing us together there, Tube. So
He did. I'll give him a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, no, he's a good bloke.
Good fella.
Matt Wright's got the footy again. The leg's 11.
Dangerous
Goes inboard.
Because Brad Green will take a shot from here. 50-odd metres out.
He should have the distance on him, Tube.
Well, his last kick was rubbish. And that's a dangerous kick from Wright across goal. I guess they can take risks like that, but Green just snaked in nicely and took the mark, and will have a shot. Famous number 18.
Right on the 50.
He's given it a nice roost, and that's better. That's what Matusek should have done. Drilled it home, and Brad Green kicks his first for the game. And maybe there's a little bit of breath of life in University just here.
Yeah, they need to get their run on, Tubes, and they need to do it in this quarter. Premiership quarter, as they say it. If they want to be playing in the Premiership game, University need to be delivering it to Brad Green on the chest, for sure, in the forward 50. Because he can put them through from 50.
So back in the middle.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it?
Oh,
Wasn't
beautiful.
it?
Magnificent.
Textbook. You looked at in the textbook, and there's a picture of Brad Green lacing it.
It's 6 straight goals, so if University draw here, they cannot play final stuff. They must win. Tilbury kicking long, slipped over to Triffett, and that's a strong mark down there to Heath Willis.
What you talking about?
I don't think I ever took a mark
50,
like that, Tubes.
No,
Going back with the flight.
We'll get it again on the Bennett's Petroleum replay
Yeah,
here
he
for
just
you.
walked over a bit of the mark, I think, there, Tube. So, yeah, just basic stuff there from Hutchins. So he's taking the mark, and then going live straight to. Is that?
Oh, yeah, it was green.
Yeah.
Another behind.
There's
Handy
a bit
point.
of a wrong and happening there.
So we'll see. This is the 50-metre penalty here.
He's just running over a bit.
Yeah, didn't get called to play on. So back live anyway. I think that's Franks down there. Has the footy out to Wilson, who's usually a good user of the footy. Just pops it up. Willis flies again. Free kick going the way of Bo Adams.
Small momentum change in the game, boys.
Yeah, well, they've been attacking, but they've absolutely butchered it. Stevens, clever,
Nice
over the
little
top
tap
to Matusek. Here's a chance for Fenton, and he drills it. So Fenton kicks his second, and now the margin is back to 29 points. 24 minutes gone, plenty of footy left in this game.
That's
Dan.
right, yeah, 5 more goals, and there's 2 quick ones there. You can see how quickly it does happen down that end. It is the scoring end, and if Uni can keep this momentum up, they can come in with a wet sail.
They sure can. It was a good goal.
Yeah, nice one on the left.
That chaos ball that came in, and then Stevens quickly, somehow Matusek got his hands to it. And
He's got to push it forward in these conditions, Tubes. That's what they've been doing out there. Tom Arnold as well, dropping down to the bottom, gets his handball out somehow. Rob Gilligan there, a nice little fend off. Kick it wide. Oh, there's a free kick as well. Bo Adams pushed in the back. Oh, they've called play on.
Douglas quickly down towards Matusek, gets punched from behind. That's good defensive work down there by Zach Berry, and we'll see a boundary throw-in.
This is the University with no Tubes, and this is the kind of footy that they can play, and they get a sniff, they could be in it.
Well,
A couple more goals here.
Yeah, I just feel like some of those midfielders of Hutchins have just sort of taken the foot off the pedal a bit. Maybe they thought they had it. Fenton came through, just a fresh airy, down towards Stevens. Gavalis, he picks it up. Just a big, big man, isn't he? Tilbury got his handball off to Berry. Berry got buried in the tackle by Matusek, the little armadillo, and we'll see a ball up. He's always fiddling with that stack at, Dan.
He is, Tubes. He's always on his bike, giving people dinks. And he's wearing the helmet out there, and he's got his little streamers happening. No, he does pretty well. He looks like a young Jason Dunstan. And speaking of the devil, that might be holding the ball.
Yeah, he just dropped it like a hot potato. Now he's angry.
Nice.
They've called played on.
Play advantage.
Yep. Here's a chance now for Noy, who's quick, and then just left the ball behind in the bounce. Then Dougie come and got him. There's a big tackle. University a little bit. Yeah, it certainly has. Now a man to calm it down through your man.
Matty Wright, Ellen DeGeneres, and what a grab. It's not paid, says the umpire. That's interesting. Could be held. And nice defensive work there. Dion Clark.
Looks out wide, has a running Fogarty. Fogarty using his pace. He bounces it properly. Kicks long,
a bit of run, and what a delivery.
Yeah, beautiful kick. And Ben Beams has it at half forward.
Has he got the journey?
Don't think so. He looks one way, then the other, sells a bit of candy, throws it on the boot quickly, down towards Matusek, works underneath it. Beautifully worked down there by Matty Wright. Got his handball away somehow. Johnson spins out of trouble. That's great work by him. Here's a chance now for Berry, who handballs out towards Wright, and Wright will clear with that classic kicking style. Kicks long down the line, and a nice mark taken down there by Green. Quickly moving the ball down towards your man.
He's followed up his work.
Big punch away by Jack Hamilton, and we will see a boundary throw-in.
Isn't it great to see the ball go from one end of the pitch right down the other, boys?
Yeah.
Unlike that rubbish that we've been
Oh,
watching.
no, Duff. I thought you were nearly going to not mention the AFL.
I love the old scholars. It's been a treat to watch this, Tubes.
It has been. And a clinic's been put on by Hutchins today.
It's a bit like Seagulls on a chip, the old AFL, but that ends the third quarter. Hutchins 80, University 51.
Goal kickers for Hutchins. Mitch Williamson with a little 5-pack. Tom Allwright has 2, as does Lewis Franks. Then we've got singles to James DeBoer, Jack Bastick and Lewis Noy. For University, it is 2 to Nick Fenton, 2 to Trent Stevens, then singles to Ben Beams, Brad Green and Jackson Grubb. 29 points the difference here at three-quarter time, ladies and gents. Dan, can University come back?
I think they can. 29 points is doable, especially you saw how quickly they could score goals down that end. But they are going against the grain this quarter, against the wind. So it is going to be harder for University. And Hutchins would think that they do have the drop over University. But I might go down and check out the halftime huddle and see what they have to say.
All right, no worries. We'll take a quick break here at Duff TV, streaming across the globe thanks to Jackson Motor Company and Bennett's Petroleum. Stick around for the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
Welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter about to get underway here at Queenborough Oval. And we've just had an update from the boys here at Hutchins.
Okay, we right?
Yep, we're good. We're on, Duff. Welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Jimmy Green is number 45. Sam Ferguson is number 32.
There we go.
So Jimmy Green.
And the message was simple there, Tubes, at three-quarter time. Hutchins just said, stop their run. We're going for a 5-goal win quarter and just keep on moving the ball.
Rightio, well, there we go. Punch down, Gilligan with power. Just runs through 5 or 6 blokes and then hands it off to Douglas, and the umpire says, no, we'll ball it up, thanks.
Right in the middle of the mud pit.
What do Uni need here, Dan?
They need inspiration. They need some of their veterans out there to stand up. Brad Green, obviously, they'll be looking to him. Benny Beams as well, up in the forward line, especially against this. But pressure is key, Tubes, and they've started to bring it already. They've come out, and big kick for goal, and just falling shy of the goal umpire there, signalling him behind.
5 straight goals, the margin now.
Need the first 2 goals here, Uni.
They do. 12-9-81 to 7-5-51.
Oh dear.
Sorry, 7-9-51 is, of course, the margin, thanks to Jackson Motor Company.
And he's going for goals here, Tubes. He fancies himself from that pocket. It's not a bad pocket, actually, to be kicking this goal. The wind kind of in his favour for a right footer. Goes back, lays it on the boot, and it's looking good. Oh, hit the post.
That was a ripping kick. But University a chance to reset. Their disposal has absolutely let them down today.
Yeah, look at the zone here by Hutchins. Not bad effort. Not playing man-on-man, as they said before the match.
Gavlis, he's been very, very good. Handball's off to his teammate out there who drives it inside 450. Williamson trying hard down there. Had Adams hot on his hammer. Big tackle by Housing. Throws down Garth. Handball's out and out to Willis, who drives it forward again. Going back to the flight with Stevens, who's now down and hurt. Jubb gets tackled hard. Fogarty's down there as well. Tom Howard's tackle pressure was immense, and he's come up with a footy. But the umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, 2 minutes in. Bit of an arm wrestle happening at the moment out there between
Howard.
2 great sides.
Taps it forward. Arnold would be happy to see it out. See a ball up. Boundary thrown again.
Tubes, you played for University. If they win this game, where are they heading straight afterwards?
I got no idea, mate. I haven't played at University since 2007, so a long, long time ago. Gavlis, handball's off now to Franks.
Be Mad Monday, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Well, essentially, yeah. Gate barrel day, they call it. Somehow Tilbury got it out. Nicely worked forward. Here's a chance now for Jimmy Green. Handball's off to the running. That man right and right kicks the goal. And Ellen DeGeneres hits the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard.
Got a generous handball there right in front of goal, streaming in. He just does an incredible effort there. A lot of hard running.
Ellen DeGeneres handball.
Exactly. Look at him. He's followed up this piece of play here. Look at him. He just starts running. He knows his players have got the footy. Runs with him.
Green should have
no one on him.
He's a beautiful user of the footy there.
He's had a stellar match, Matty Wright.
Now you got to start thinking, Dan.
Yeah, it could be in the running for that Jono's homemade.
Sauce.
Tell you what, it's good sauce.
Best on ground.
Who makes that?
Gold medal winning at the Royal Hobart Fine Food Awards.
Oh, that's what you want in life.
Medal.
Gold medal, yep. 98 out of 100 they got at Jono's Homemade for their tomato sauce.
Who are you up against it?
Oh, heaps of people, Duff. You can enter as many.
What classification?
Best tomato sauce.
Best sauces.
Best sauce. Anyway.
Talk about that later on Tuesday.
Yeah, no worries. Gavlis trying hard. He's a massive unit, isn't he? He doesn't skip leg day either, does he?
No, he doesn't. He does the squats, that's for sure. in the club rooms. You see him just doing a bit of a twerk every now and again. Goes Bo Adams. He's held holding the ball there. Nice little tackle there. He's throwing the ball back at the Uni student. He's furious.
Lister's quite unhappy, but the free kick will be taken by DeBoer. DeBoer.
Constrictor.
That's a good nickname for him, Dan, the Constrictor. Over the back towards Gilligan. The man from the island throws it on the boot.
They call him Stats. He's got plenty of the ball today.
The Constrictor takes it again, big DeBoer.
Look at that, big lofty handball, ambitious that, and tackled. Incorrect disposal, nice work there. Chris Howard
haven't given up
making
here.
something from nothing.
Haven't given up, Tubes.
No, they haven't, as they kick forward. Here's a chance, Beams with a little push in the back. And the umpire's not going to fall for any of Ben Beams' tricks, is he? Yes, he is. Ben Beams, wow.
We have to watch this again, Tubes. Looked to me like a clear free kick. Both hands, as you can see. Yep, straight in the back.
Firmly in Wilson's back. But Beams needs to kick this if Uni are any chance. And he does.
Not bad. That's his second.
That is his second.
Inspirational stuff. This is what they need from their leaders to step up to the plate, take this game head on, play on at all costs, I'd say, Tubes.
Yep.
You got nothing to lose.
No, I think Beams looks pretty dejected. Wilson, though, goes back to him and says, mate, you know what you did there. And Beams says, if the umpire didn't see it, it didn't happen. 88 plays 57. Is that correct, Duff?
88-57, Tubes, you're on the money.
I am on the money. 6 minutes gone in the final term. Gilligan goes through, as does Noy. Handballs up to Johnson, who's been close to best on ground, in my opinion. Gavlis, he's been very, very good too. He's got very dirty white shorts. Kicks long towards Triffett. Hamilton with a big fist away, does really well.
How's Liam Jones like there?
Gone out of bounds.
Just a big leap there from Jackie. Jumping Jack Flash, they call him. Let's watch this again.
Man.
Copper fist. That's what you want in life.
Boundary throw in at half forward for the Lions. Johnson gets it punched away from him by Fogarty. Out towards Stevens. Stevens shrugs the tackle and then just kept running. Nice long kick down towards Howard and co. Howard comes over the back. Out Fenton. Kicks long down toward Beams. Beams dives forward. He bounces up really quickly. All right, gets a handball back towards Wilson. Wilson quickly off towards Jubb. Jubb dives on the footy and down underneath it was Zach Berry. And we'll see
nice pressure there by Uni. So I thought for a bit there Hutchins to get it out of their back 50, but nice little efforts there. They're desperate for the footy. They're hungry like the wolf. Duran Duran, they're calling them.
Fenton dives on the footy. He's got 3 to beat. Jubb just throws it on the boot and clears the immediate area, but it's coming straight back because Fogarty has it. Puts it up to the hot spot. Big fly from Fenton. All right, came over the back. No, he's Katusek. Off the ground. Kicks a goal. What a beauty.
The reserves player. He's come up. He hasn't looked out of place, has he, Tubes?
Mate, he is. I've said this. You said to me, how's he playing seniors? I said, because he's a jet.
Yeah, hasn't missed a beat there. Duff, nicely done. That's basic crumbing for a small forward.
Come off his shin, gave a little high five. 88 plays 63, margin back to 25 points.
Gee, one more quick one.
Could be anyone's game. It's 8 minutes gone in this fourth term. Thanks to Jackson Motor Company and Bennett's Petroleum, we are streaming across the world. Dan Taylor,
the world is
Tubes
watching.
Taylor.
Jack and Cade Rossiter.
Yep.
Big shout out to those two boys. Watching at home, it's actually 50 metres. You can actually see their house in the background right now. There's their house. That's it, Duff, if you just pan up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's their house. But they're streaming online.
Oh. They're watching from a block away. That's ridiculous. Anyway, at half forward now for Hutchins. Fogarty in the ruck. Johnson wins it down towards your man.
He's just given
Matty
it up.
Wright.
He's unlucky not to be pinged there.
Quick kick forward. Arnold will see
That
it
landed
over
on the full. Touched off the boot. The umpire says throw it in. So
a very entertaining game. Hasn't been the greatest as far as quality of skill goes, Dan, but it's been an entertaining game all the same.
Well, I blame the weather tubes. That big old fat rain coming in from Mount Wellington has diminished the game when it comes to skills, but we have seen some amazing moments here so far, and this will be a great comeback if University can kind of get the stranglehold on Hutchins.
Well, it's been pushed through for a point for Hutchins, so 26 points the difference. Now University have a chance to reset.
13-10-89 plays 9-9-63 tubes. Kick out from the back. It's still 3-on-1. The one does pretty well, actually.
Yep. Noi.
Oh, there we go. Nicely tapped out. That big handball. They're out here. He's got plenty of time and space.
And overcooks it.
Oh.
Beams is, Green is upset. Heron has it. He swings it out towards Noi. Noi plays on quickly. They call him the Butcher, because he butchers all his kicks, but that's all right. They've written down nicknames here for me, Duff. And I said, why have you called him Marcus Verme? He goes, because he's a butcher. He butchers all his kicks. That's a beautiful kick, but it's ended up in the arms of Tom Arnold.
Just looking for an option here.
Yep.
Got one.
Goes inboard towards Adams. Adams with a kick, strong outside towards Clark. Nicely worked down there by All Right. He's done okay. Kicks it to centre half forward. Big punch from behind. Roving over the back. Here's a chance for Jubb. Wouldn't he love a goal? He throws it on the boot and bends it around. And Jubb kicks a beauty. And I think that may be all she wrote for the University Football Club for season 2017.
Nice piece of roving there from Jubb Tubes. Just made himself aware in that pack and just jumped on through and just kept on going straight towards the goals. Look at this, bang.
And I'll tell you what, he is your classic backyard plumber of a footballer. Back pocket plumber down there like Kevin Sheedy.
That's right,
just
they call him Mario.
Honest footballer. And he kicks a goal and ends University's reign on the 2017 season, because they will not play finals. I know there's a long time to go in this match, and I'm writing them off.
Probably about 20 more minutes, Tubes. We wouldn't write them off just yet. The champion team will find a way.
Fenton came through hard. Big tackle by Gilligan. Punched forward by Fenton. Here's a chance, but it's come out to All Right. He kicks long out towards the far wing. Jubb is running, and it comes out towards Franks. He left it behind. Jubb kept it in somehow. Rolls out of bounds in front of Whitney. And we will see another boundary throw in.
Do they call him Whitney Spears? They should from now on, because he's a spearhead of the team.
He sure is, Dan. And you're going to a bad place. Boundary throw in.
Hit it maybe one more time.
Gavalas gets tackled by Douglas. It comes out nicely now to Tom Howard. It's wrapped up in a tackle by Kink, and we will see another ball up.
Yeah, it just looks a bit out of reach for University at the moment, but there is still time. They just need to find something, an extra cog in the gear.
Duff's
having a bit of a laugh.
There's just a man drinking some alcohol up here. It's quite funny.
Oh, dear.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Grub.
Get the authorities on him.
He also says no dogs, but he's got his dog.
Oh, courageous stuff there.
Housing.
Oh,
and then just sprays the kick. It's going to end okay. That's a clever touch down there by Bean to Fenton. Kicks long and coming out hard at the footy there, Zach Berry. Green's down there too. Whitney with a quick handball out to Douglas. Douglas runs into one. A big tackle on Johnson, and he's been caught holding the footy.
Yeah,
let's have a look at this.
A big tackle on Johnson. Oh, yeah, no, that's
somehow it's come out though. University have got it. Stevens.
They went to play on and got tackled.
And
on his own.
By himself.
It's been good, Mav, hasn't he?
Yeah. I told you, he's a jet, he's an honest footballer, and he's a great bloke too. And he'll go back from 35, 40 metres out as Lister and Gavalas have a bit of a stretch and a talk here.
Has he got a good boot on him, Tubes?
I think he'll kick it.
All right, he's got shades of Caleb Daniel about him. Goes back, lines it up.
Nice.
Looking good.
It's experience, it's class, it's poise.
Yep, 6 points there
it's
for
everything, Tubes.
The big Matusek. That's his second goal on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard.
They just keep on coming up with the answers though, don't they, University?
Well, I'll tell you, I've said it already, it's too late.
It's over.
We see the Bennett Petroleum replay. It's a beautiful kick by Matusek. Have a look at that, straight through the middle.
Mount Wellington enjoyed that. Just looking down at it. Sails through the big sticks. That's what you want to see in AFL.
Yep. So thanks to Bennett's for the replay. But I think there's not been enough contributors by University. There's been moments where they've had an effort. Here comes Gilligan. Gee, he loves it rough and tough. He handballs off towards Fenton. DeBoer, the constrictors there. As Bowie Adams picks it up to the running man who kicks it forward. Chance now for the Rainbows again, but Lister chops in beautifully. He's done that all day.
He's been solid, hasn't he, Lister?
That is the
kicked it out
operative
the
word.
full, though.
Out on the full in front of Triffett. It'll be a free kick going to Gilligan. Gilligan just chips it inside, finds Adams. Adams from 50, pops it up to the top of the square. There's no one flying for University. And Allright takes an easy mark.
Yeah, he put it in the hot spot, Cheers, which is good stuff from him, but there was just no Uni players to make a contest there. And he booms it out all the way to the wing. That's a huge kick. And we've got the young man, Ferguson, who we've been calling Green for a very long time. Kicks it along. Here's my man, Matty Wright. He should do something with this, and he just watches it flow out to the boundary line. He has got the Ellen DeGeneres haircut.
Sharp looking man though.
Oh, you got to be when you're a real estate agent.
That's right. He's just bought a new house too, just letting you know. He's on the market. He's got a big mortgage to pay off.
It's the way I'm sure he got a good deal from his real estate agent as Douglas just ducks through the gravelous tackle, throws it on the boot, bounces up nicely, sits all right for Whitney. Whitney kept running, handballed off to the Hamilton, who kicks long, but all right again.
BOG.
Yeah, he's been very good. I don't think his first half was immense, but his second half has just been all right.
This man's had a good game too.
Yeah, he'd be close to best on for mine.
Strong legs.
List
like
up.
Tree trunks.
Look at those legs. He doesn't miss.
Look at those 3 legs right there. Kick to kick. Oh, they're doing it again. Oh, they're just wasting a bit of time here. Yep. Hutchins, they think they've got it in the bag. Not bad.
Franks
just watch the clock tick away.
Has it at half back.
So they need to man up here, University. They can't let this out. And nicely done, chopped off by Rob Gilligan. Kicks it long. He's just flicking the switch. Going long. Might have been a little bit held there.
Great defensive work there by Wilson. Franks kicks it out wide to Tilbury.
Their back six has been magnificent, Hutchins. And this man as well.
The talk show host. Off to Jubb. Big smother from Howard. Goes back and gets it. Handballs off to Tilbury, who handballs to no one in particular. The only person there is Jackson Grubb. He had time. Bowie Adams gets tackled by Tilbury. Howard's in there too. In arrives Kink. And we'll see a ball up in front of Troy Stewart.
You got some tired bodies out there, Tubes. Lethargic. It's starting to kick in, isn't it? After a while. They just don't have the stamina, some of these boys, but they need to find something, University. They need to find the energy.
6 goals to 4 in the second half. It's been a good effort by the Uni.
Yeah. As Fogarty just sits on the egg and we will ball it up.
I thought Dan was doing the stats.
Yeah, Dan, what are the stats for inside 50?
Pretty quiet with the stats there, Dan.
Well, yeah, I think it's 35 inside 50s. Hutchins, 48. So
here comes
another inside 50.
Gilligan finds Bean.
This will be 36 inside 50s. And he's being held.
Wilson.
Umpire has none of it. He goes, I do not want a bar of that, Sunshine.
Berry does well. Has a man out
He's
wide.
got a man on his own. They've got players running everywhere. Beautiful kick there from Wright.
Into the middle, finds Triffett, who scrubs one forward, and it's chopped off there by that man.
Denby.
Gilligan, who's battled hard all day. He's been probably one of the best for Uni. Now finds Kink. And Beams takes an extension. Too far out.
Yeah.
It's hurt his knee. Gee, that's a nice kick to Green.
Brad Green's definitely got the journey on this. You saw his boot before. He's got a very nice kick on him. Kicked a lot of goals from Melbourne back in the days, the D's. Also a coach for the Blues for a little bit.
Yeah, he's now with the North Melbourne Kangaroos, the Tassie Kangaroos,
as they call them.
Yep. And he will go back from kicking just on 50, I would have thought.
Would have been nice to have him in the first half, but obviously getting choppered in for the second.
Big kick.
Big left foot.
He sprayed it, and it has gone through for a behind.
Looked nice off the boot, but unfortunately just spraying a little bit to the left.
Yep.
Of our screens.
Hutchins bringing the ball out from fullback. Nice strong mark taken out there by Bastic.
Oh, it's been a
free kick. Well, let's have a look at it on Bennett's Petroleum replay.
Soft. I don't know if there was anything in that.
It's going to Louis Noy.
The umpire signalled that the wrong way for a little bit.
Yep. Sliding in Triffett. Triffett to Jubb.
Crowd calling for 50. Don't know if there's anything in that.
I love watching Jubb. He's a good player, and his name's Kevin.
Jubb at the Hut. Chris Jubb.
Fenton just dropped it like a hot
just dropped
potato.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been pulled up for it too. You can't just drop the footy.
You can't drop the footy. That's correct. We'll see that in the Bennett's Petroleum
Let's watch it
replay.
again. He's appealing for holding the man, but what he's done in the meantime, he's just kind of just dropped it.
Big kick forward down towards Williamson with strength. Gee, that was a good battle from Housing. Douglas handballs away. Tilbury's down there. Douglas goes again and pushes it forward. Franks is there too. Douglas just kept going. And that was great defensive work by Reece Douglas.
Yeah, I thought Mitch Williamson had that swallowed up, but at the last second just bounced off his chest.
Big chest it is too. Let's have a look at it.
Barrel.
In the replay.
Oh, look at that. Look at the strength.
Boom.
That's a tussle right
Probably
there.
a little bit of
a
jumper
battle for
holding
the
there
ages.
too. Wilson. Sorry, it wasn't at all. Arnold handballs over the top to Gilligan, who just sends it forward. Coming to get the footy there was Brad Green, who caught one high. Player that caught one high, I think
away.
was Lister.
Free kick, Brad Green here.
No, it'll be Lister that gets the free, I think.
Let's watch it again.
Yeah, there it was.
Big old fist.
So, Lister.
Can't be long, boys.
No.
Can't be long left. 21 minutes gone in the fourth. And the big man again.
Oh, there it is. That's the sealer. Let's have a look at this. I'm not sure who it was that kicked it. It might have been, might have actually been Bastic. Let's have a look. Great kick inside forward 50 from Lister.
Just the body work from Williamson setting that ball up. And he's kind of kicked it off like an inside-out torpedo. And it's just had the distance and straight through the big sticks. And the umpire gives the all clear.
Yeah, brilliant work down there. We're going to put that one down to Jack Bastic. I think it was him. He's out there giving high fives and stuff.
So how are we looking for our interview after the game, boys? Who's our best on ground, do you think?
Dan, we're not going to tell you yet. Dan's just going to go out there and grab whoever it is.
Okay.
But we'll run through the goal kickers and all that sort of stuff, thanks to Jackson Motor Company. And Dan will just pick someone, then we'll cross down to you, Dan.
That's right. I'll be out there, Tubes. You'll see me on the television. And I reckon there's a few players that are up in the list. Matt List is one of them. Matthew Wright's been playing pretty well, and Hugh Johnson in the ruck.
In the ruck, yeah. He's been immaculate.
Been very good for Hutchins. Uni have had some great people as well, but unfortunately the biscuits might go to someone that does is on the winning team. Yeah,
yeah.
Usually is the case.
So it is Lewis Noy from centre half back. Throws it on the boot. Big roost down towards Howard. Gets punched from behind. It should be a free kick. Jubb is unhappy. Gee, I love seeing Jubby argue with the umpire. Howard out wide. Strong grab out there to Kink.
Yeah, Kink's been good for them, for Uni. He's been a steadfast performer.
Triffett chops in nicely, and the ball goes out of bounds in front of him and Alex Davies.
I think those injuries for Uni, it's It's been a telling fact today, I think, Tubes.
Yeah, absolutely, Duff. You've hit it on the head. Both of these sides have got quite a few injuries, though. And make no mistake, they're missing a few at Hutchins as well. So really battled well, these two sides today. But like you say, University just don't have the cattle on the park. Hutchins kick it forward again. Denby's there, as is Fenton. Fenton just shrugs the tackle nicely, then just throws it on the boot. Big long one down towards Johnson, who was the only man that looked like he wanted it.
He's had a stellar game there, Tubes. Big, tall man. Let's watch this again. Under pressure, big pack mark. Bang.
And Snoop Horse isn't happy with the umpire.
Yep.
Anyway, comes back nicely. All right, does well. Sells a bit of candy. Punching away nicely there with Sam Kenny. Dax down there is Fenton. We'll see that in the slow-mo.
Yeah,
there's a little bit. There's a crack.
Hello, boys. Now we're going for the dacking.
Junk time now, boys.
Yeah, it is junk time. Any goals now matter naught for the result.
Bit of a holding free given here for Benny Beams.
Will Ben play next week, or is this it?
I think he'll play.
Have a send-off match at Uni, I guess.
Yep.
Nice little kick into Bo Adams.
A buoy.
It's important to finish strong here. And Benny Beams has gone for the kick, put it in a dangerous position. Uni might get another goal.
No. Franks has it right on the last line of defence. There's a man down, I think that's Dion Clark.
Just a little overlap here. They've got runners everywhere, Hutchins. And they're away here if they can get out. Oh, just hospital hand pass there to Matty Wright.
So there's an injury here, Dan. Let's see if we can pick it up. It was Dion Clark.
Oh, big knee.
Oh, is it Matusek?
Right. Yeah, Matusek.
No,
he's all right, but
he's holding his arm as he's going off.
He's going off the field.
Yeah, having a rest.
That's no good.
He's had a good game, Mav.
Yeah, it might be the end of his afternoon there, Duff.
Oh, big tackle there from Gravlas. Gee, he's been good.
Got a little bit of boot on it.
Comes
so the
out to the constrictor. DeBoa. Oh,
beautiful kick
there
out.
by Wright. Straight down Triffitt's throat.
Triffitt's been solid.
Yeah, he's been. They've had a lot of contributors, Duff.
He's got good hands, hasn't he?
He really does. He's a cricketer, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I think he's. Is that Triffitt the cricketer?
Don't know.
I think it might be Tubes.
Tommy Triffitt.
Could be.
Housing.
He's come off his man again. Housing. This has been great.
Yeah, he's done really well. He's had 5 goals kicked on him, but a lot of those goals have been
Gimmies.
over the back and
true.
gimmies. And make no mistake, Mitch Williamson's played brilliantly. But
it's been a
I think
wonderful battle.
Yeah, it's been a great battle. As we see,
Bit of a twinge there for Mitch.
A bit like Alex Rance and Buddy Franklin, those two.
Yep. So Arnold just kicks it out. They're calling for deliberate. Don't think so. They're the Hutchins players who are in a dream world.
Mustn't be too much left on the clock. Looking at a 25-point win here for Hutchins. Maybe a few more goals left in this game. Throws it out. Bastick outside.
And we'll see another boundary throw in. So not long now, University season has finished here at Queenborough Oval in the hands of their old arch enemy. Gilligan running the ball, still trying hard, down towards Douglas. Douglas handballs into the middle, finds his man in Kenny, who drives it long and a strong mark. And he likes it too. Wilson has battled manfully all day.
Jeez, he's a classy player.
Isn't he? Isn't he
That
just?
is such a good mark.
Let's just have a look at this run from Gilligan.
Looked like he was being held, but the Hutchins player believes something's gone amiss because he's looked at the umpire and gone, come on, mate.
He's always been so strong in the core for a shorter man.
And there goes the siren.
That's it.
So it matters not, this kick. Beams kicks a point. So it is Hutchins running out victors by 24 points, 4 straight goals here at Queenborough Oval. And the boys from Hutchins should play finals, and I would suggest they will, because they have defeated University by 24 points here today. One more game left in this season here at the Old Scholars. Next week it is University versus Richmond at University, and the Hutchins boys travel, I believe, out to St Virgil's out at the bike track for what will be the last game of the season for these two clubs.
Well, we might get out there with the camera tubes.
Yep.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck, Duff. We'll go through the goal kickers here. For Hutchins, Mitch Williamson with 5, Tom Allwright with 2, Lewis Franks with 2, Jack Bastick with 2, then singles to Jubb, who will love getting his name in the newspaper, Matty Wright with 1, James DeBoer with 1, and Lewis Noy with 1. For University, it was 2 to Nick Fenton, 2 to Ben Beams, 2 to Trent Stevens, 2 to Marek Matusek, and then singles to Jackson Grubb and Brad Green. Best players, in my opinion, we can't go past a few through the middle. I think Hutchins had a lot of contributors throughout this whole game. A more evenly matched side as far as contribution goes. University had some people who put in a solid effort. Tom Allwright was brilliant in the first half. Williamson was terrific. He kicked 5 goals. Jubb was good off the half-back line. Through the middle, Gavalas and Wright. And, of course, we've got Louis Franks and Louis Noy off the half-back line doing a really good job as well. I'm not sure we're going to get the... We might get... You can see Dan and Duff going towards the Hutchins huddle there, and we might cross down to them now. We're just going to get audio. Unfortunately, the camera vision is not coming through, so we'll cross down to them. Let's see who Dan's going to for Best On, thanks to Jono's Homemade.
Hello. It's Sarah Lacasselle Jack here.
We've got no audio, nothing down there, so it looks like it's going to Matty Wright, who I think is a very well-earned recipient of the Jono's Homemade sauce down there. Well played, Matty Wright. Best on ground today. Like I said, a lot of contributors throughout the day. For University, I thought that Rob Gilligan battled hard, the captain Tom Arnold. Kink was good in patches. Beams obviously kicked a couple of goals. Douglas at times and Fenton at times too. But I think they'll go into next week with some serious work to do, and they'll want to shape the top 4. Make no mistake about that. But ladies and gentlemen, we might cut it there. Thanks very much to our sponsors, Jackson Motor Company, of course, and Bennett's Petroleum, independent petrol all across the state of Tasmania. Until next week, I'm not sure what game we're going to be at, folks, but make sure you stick around here on Duff TV. Tune in every week. We've got finals coming up as well. So until then, take care and bye for now.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Exhilarating turbo performance, advanced connectivity, and the latest safety technology. All new Suzuki Swift, the revolution of an icon.
Bye.